There we go. So Predation is a science fiction pre-apocalyptic game that takes place in the future past. A few hundred years in the future, an interglobal conglomerate known as Space and Time Interglobal, or SATI, S-A-T-I, they began using time travel to send commuters, mostly scientists and tech specialists, back to the late Cretaceous period on top-secret missions. The commuters began to use their knowledge and technology to build lives there, among the dinosaurs and volcanoes, in the place now known as Grevik. But within a decade, time travel shut down. The event, known as the Last Commute, stranded the commuters in the Cretaceous period with dangerous predators around every corner, with no access to the technology of the future, and worst of all, the knowledge that an asteroid heading for Earth would cause an unavoidable cataclysm. That was nearly 100 years ago when the Last Commute happened. Those who live in Grevik now are mostly the children or grandchildren of those original time travelers. Dinosaurs have been bioengineered and bred into humanity's best friends and its fiercest killers. Rising groups, ranging from what's left of SATI to newcomers such as the butterflies, are at war over remaining technologies and the future of humanity. No one has figured out how to fix the time travel problem, and of course there's the issue of the planet-destroying asteroid that is already on its way. So the first thing we want to decide for this scenario, do we want to be on the side of Space and Time Interglobal, SATI, or the butterflies? So SATI is no longer the conglomerate that it once was. It has a great deal of power. It controls most of the major towns and cities as well as much of the technology. And their main goal is to find a way to fix time travel and return to the future. But there's splintering factions and the threat of other organizations. They make it hard for SATI to proceed. So think of SATI as being like kind of the government in this area. Are we on the side of the government, or we have the butterflies? This is a subversive guerrilla-type organization. They follow the path of their Bible, and I'm doing air quotes, which is a Ray Bradbury story called A Sound of Thunder. It's like radio. I have to tell you by my gestures here. That story by Ray Bradbury depicts the horrors of time travel gone wrong. And the butterflies believe that Grevik humans shouldn't try to fix the time travel technologies, but instead should allow themselves to die out in order to save whatever's left of humanity in the future. They also believe that dinosaurs are the true owners of this time. So our first choice, do we want to be on the side of, I don't want to say evil empire, but the people in charge, or do we want to be on the side of the rebellion? What side do we choose? Does anyone feel strongly one way or another?
So just on the question of the rebellion, is the rebellion's, what's their ultimate goal? Is it just to
so their
stop
ultimate goal
SATI?
is to stop SATI, to stop them from trying to fix time travel and either keep bringing people back or take what they have learned and take it to the future. They figure, let nature take its course. They're content to let us die out in the past so that there's no further disruption of the timelines, whereas SATI is more than happy to try and get this going again because it's very lucrative. And not just for money and technology, but for things like medicine and future problems, pollution, and things like that.
Right.
Does anyone have a preference?
I don't mind. I don't mind being a SATI member, to be honest.
Okay. Does anyone object to being a SATI member?
I'm okay with that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about either, but the idea of a movement that is ultimately suicidal doesn't feel great.
Exactly. Like at some point they're going to be serving Kool-Aid at one of the functions, and
Sure, exactly.
And sure. Asteroid, here he comes.
Right?
Yeah.
So on your character sheet you should have a reveal, and we're going to do the SATI reveal, and so that is and you can read kind of your reveal on there, and it will tell you what you find about that. And so had you chosen Butterfly, you would have used the other one, but for now you're going to use the SATI one, and these are private. This is only for you, for your knowledge. Not saying that there's anything underhanded or that someone here is a rogue agent, but just that this might play into your motivation.
He's a double agent,
right? So we'll make it fun.
I've been a Butterfly member all along.
It's that strange butterfly tramp stamp that you have that everyone has wondered where you got it, and now we know. Let's jump into the game. It starts as members of SATI. Oh, just lost my notes. Here we go. So you've all done at least one mission with SATI before, although none of you have tackled anything of this nature that you're about to discover. You're met by a SATI higher-up named Arslan Salia, and they have orders that come via a document drop made by a cyber drone. In a nutshell, those instructions are to proceed into the Cawdor complex. This is a SATI installation at the base of a volcano and apprehend a rogue scientist named Rados. The orders provide few additional details other than a map to the supposedly abandoned SATI station, which is, as mentioned, located at the base of a volcano that lies even deeper in the jungle. The station serves as the gateway to the hidden Cawdor complex inside the Fiery Mountain. And from where you're camped, that's a trip of about a day through the jungle. Now, some of you have likely heard of Rados before, because he's been publicly boasting through a number of agents that he's sent out into the world of a nearly completed working time machine. Something that's been unheard of for almost 100 years, ever since the last commute, the moment when all time travel broke down. Rados claims to have solved the time travel problem that's been keeping humans stuck in the Cretaceous for decades. SATI wants you to find out whether the tech is real and to steal it if it is. And whether it's real or not, you're ordered to capture Rados and bring him in. Let me change from Jurassic Swamp to Jurassic Forest music. There we go. The map that you're given will direct you to the Callus volcano via a route through the jungle that intersects with your current location. And according to the map, you should expect an external station on the volcano's western side. Although someone has appended a note to the map about the station, it says resettled by Rados and his researchers. Now, this map is very, very vague. It's going to take some effort to find your way using this map. I believe we have someone that is pretty good at navigation. Is that Roland?
Yes, he is trained in navigation.
Roland, your first task is going to be to make heads or tails of this map and see if you're familiar with this area at all. To do this, the map is, or the difficulty of navigating your way through the jungle is difficulty 5. Now, you do have a map. That's going to make it, that's an asset. That'll make it a difficulty 4. You are trained in navigation?
Yes, I'm trained in both navigation and geography.
So you can ease a task by up to 2 levels using skills. Typically, it's only with 1 skill. If you're trained in a skill, it reduces it by 1. If you are specialized in a skill, it will reduce it by 2. So I'm only going to let you use 1 skill here. Let's use maybe navigation. Geography would come in handy when you're getting close to the volcano. So let's keep that in our back pocket. So that goes from a 5, a 4 with the map, a 3 with the skill. So you need to roll a 9 or higher. Do you want to spend any effort? This will be an intellect task. Or do you have any abilities or ciphers that you might want to use here?
No, I think this... I think I'll just try it with that difficulty level.
Okay. Give me an intellect roll, please. You want a 9 or higher. Okay. Natural 20. So you get a major effect. So, had you spent points, if you roll a 20, you would get those points back. You get all of the points back when you roll a 20. That's the only time you'll get that refunded. You also get a major effect. Now, this is typically something that helps everyone out rather than just yourself. I'm going to say that what this does, this cuts a significant amount of time off of your journey. Looking at the map and knowing what you know of the terrain, you know that the path marked on this map goes through an area that it's basically a quicksand mire, and had you gone that way, it would have taken forever to get through there. But because you rolled a 20, you know, hey, if we go around, it's going to be a little bit more difficult at first, but it's going to save us hours, and we're not going to arrive at this place, at night. We'll have a chance to maybe scout it out during the day. So with that major effect, congratulations, you definitely are able to proceed that way. Now, as we're traveling, one of your companions begins to get a little bit agitated, and it's Blink. Hallen, this is your Anzu, which is a feathered sort of dinosaur. It's getting rather agitated as you're going through. It sees something up ahead, and it keeps wanting to go. It's kind of off the trail to your left. It keeps wanting to go in that direction. Do you want to follow Blink, or do you want Blink to stay with the group?
I think I would try to calm Blink down.
Yeah, that's going to be a level 3 intellect roll to try and get Blink calmed down. Blink is definitely inquisitive.
Okay. I'm just going to roll it flat. Oh, I do have an edge, so that means it's one lower.
So if you spend points, it would cost you 3 points. You would get one of those back. But if you don't want to spend points, you just need a 9 or higher.
Okay. And if I spend points, I'd have to spend 3 points? Is that how it works?
So you would spend 3 points. You would get one of those back because you have an edge, and then you would have to roll a 6 or higher.
Alright, let's do that. Do I lower the points on here, or you have to do that?
I believe you can on your character sheet.
Okay.
I think you can. Yeah, perfect.
Alright, well, I had it anyway.
Yep, you got it. Perfect. So, Blink, now, Blink is going to have to respond positively to this, and I believe that that Laux, I think you have control of Blink, so why don't you tell me what Blink does? Blink's going to reply, but I'll let you decide how Blink goes about this. Oh, I had
trying to think.
Oh, there we go. I had your audio and then I lost it, but now I hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I also paused for a second because I'm thinking, like a dinosaur?
Yeah, think like a dinosaur.
Think like a dinosaur.
Well, when you think like a cat or a dog, that you're calling it and it wants to reply, but it's it's inquisitive. Does it come by immediately, or does it do something different?
I want to say that Blink is pretty obedient and comes immediately, and has a kind of like a puppy. It's a little bit nervous, but is calmed by its owner, and so it just kind of it's whimpering still.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm giving Blink some scritches on the neck.
Excellent.
She's like, good girl, stay close.
Now roll. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Blink's still a little bit anxious, but is trying to trust their person.
Yeah, as you're continuing on, Blink keeps looking back in that direction as though there was something there. If it were a dog, it picked up a smell and it just wanted to check that out. And it was probably just a tree that had been visited by every other dog in the area. But Toby, who is Gibson's Ankylosaurus, Toby he kind of lumbers a little bit as he's walking. Roland, are you trying to keep us quiet, or are you just trying to make good time?
Well, this is a time-sensitive mission, so I think Roland is fine with just keeping good time, knowing that a party this large is going to struggle to stay stealthy.
Absolutely. So Gibson, you see that Toby, your little Ankylosaurus, and all of these dinosaurs, none of these are huge. I think we even have he's probably the largest, but he's still the size of a very large dog, probably. He's a young ankylosaurus, but he's, bashing into trees, and he doesn't mind what his tail smacks into. He's making a lot of noise. How do you feel about that, Gibson? Do you want to just let him do his thing, or do you try and corral him in a little bit?
I'm just gonna let him do his thing because I know he's too dumb and stupid to be, to try and get it right. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Hallen, you can play Toby for a second. What does Toby do out here on this trail?
So Toby is, I think, having a great time. He's really excited to be out with all his human friends and his dinosaur pals, and he's kind of just lumbering up the trail, swinging his tail around.
Nice.
And probably bumping into us a little bit, but just kind of overexcited and hopping up and down a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Laux, as we are walking along, you notice, I want you to give me a perception sort of roll. This is going to be an intellect roll. You're trained in perception, is what I meant to say. If you want to give me that roll, that will reduce the difficulty by 1 level. And in this case, I'm not going to tell you what the difficulty is, but it will be reduced because you do have a skill in perception. You're looking around, scanning the trees.
Yeah.
Give me a roll. Perfect. Well, you beat what you needed to beat. You see up ahead, and it's at first it looks like something shiny, and then you see, it's definitely metal. It's wreckage. It's the wreckage of some really large flyer. This is a Sati flyer, but this is long overgrown with jungle vines. And let me take us to a map here. Perfect. And I'm going to copy and paste your tokens, and I'll just drop them all onto the new map here. Let's pick the other side this time. There. So you see a wreckage of some sort of flying craft, and this looks old. This is not something that you've heard of. This has been here for at least 5 years, if not more. The area around here, it looks as though this wreckage has maybe been repurposed. It's just the way that things are bound up. It looks like this might be some sort of nest.
How far away are we from the wreckage?
Right now, you're maybe 20 or 30 feet, so about 10 meters from this wreckage. You can see it clearly through the trees.
Oh.
And that is actually going to put our 2 raptors, Rufus and Houdini, on edge. And so I need Roland and Mar to give me a roll to try and control them. Otherwise, your 2 raptors are going to immediately go investigate this. If you want to keep them at bay. Otherwise, you can send them in. What do you want?
I think my raptor knows what it's doing. I'll let it go investigate.
Okay, what about Mar?
I think I would maybe try to rein my raptor in.
Okay,
just
give
for
me
the mission.
That'd be an intellect roll. You need a 9 or higher on the dice. It's a level 3. If you want to spend intellect points, that will reduce it.
I think I'll just roll.
Ooh, no.
That's not very good.
So, Gibson, you are controlling Houdini, and Houdini is not listening to Mar's commands. And Rufus is being controlled by...
I'm controlling Rufus.
By Mar. So, Mar, what does Rufus do? Rufus, Roland's letting him go in there, but Houdini is not listening. And so I will let Gibson and Mar, you tell me what those 2 dinosaurs are doing.
Do you want to go first?
Houdini is really excited he's just thinking this is great. He might get some dinner with the nest, maybe find some eggs. So he's gonna just go straight in there and go to chow, see if there's anything worthy to eat or something.
Excellent. What about what's Rufus doing?
Well, Rufus is very hyper aware, so I think he would spot the eggs and just rush in, ignoring any sign of danger or anything, and just go straight for the eggs.
Perfect. Grab my notes again. As these dinos head in, you hear a screeching sound coming from up above you, up above the trees. And this call is very high-pitched and piercing. Anyone can make this roll if they want to try to identify this. It's going to be a difficulty 4. Anyone feel up to trying to identify that?
Would it be like an internet roll?
Yeah, it'd be intellect.
Okay.
I'm trained in identifying.
Perfect. So that's going to reduce it.
All right. So, and then do I need to use points towards it?
Only if you want to. So you can just right now to figure out what that is. It's a difficulty 4. Since you're trained in identifying, it'll make it a difficulty 3. So that would be a 9 or higher. If you want to spend points, you could make it a difficulty 2, but you would need to roll a 6 or higher. Depends on how badly you want this information. Do you want to spend points or trust the dice?
I rolled a 10. I don't know. That's enough. But yeah. To try and sense it.
Perfect. So that would be a difficulty 3. You are not trained, correct, in identifying. So you would hear that, and you
doesn't look like it.
Yeah, you have no idea. It sounds like it's some sort of flyer, but you don't know what that is. Someone else want to try and make that identification?
Yeah.
So yours a 9 or higher would succeed. Oh, and you got the 9. So with your skill, you succeed, and you know exactly what this is. This is a very hungry and carnivorous Hatzigopteryx, and they're commonly called Hatzies. And I've got a few of them on the map here. Let me make them visible. And you see a small flock circling above, heading down towards the wreckage. Now,
oh no,
you know that these things they're typically very temperamental and very territorial. This is the point where we would roll initiative. But do you guys want to try to hide first? They haven't spotted you just yet. Or do you want to... I mean, the two raptors are going to be out in the open.
Yeah. Okay.
I personally would like to hide. Try hiding.
Hiding will be a stealth roll, and that's a speed roll. And if you're trained in stealth, that will reduce it.
Doesn't look like I am.
Gibson's gonna try and like make an initiative roll and trying to fight these things off, maybe to protect the two dinosaurs.
Perfect. So anyone that wants to try to hide,
I would like to try to hide.
So Mar, you're able. Was that to hide there?
No, it's Hallen. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Hallen, go for it. Mar is able to hide. Hallen is able to hide.
Can I direct Blink to hide as well?
Yes,
she's
absolutely.
Clever.
Yep, that would be a level 3 intellect task. Oh, absolutely.
Natural 20.
Ooh, she's the best hider ever.
So that's going to reduce the difficulty for one of the other dinos, probably Posh, as a fellow flyer, although not feathered. So to get Posh to hide, that's going to be a level less. So Posh, I believe, is Laux's. So Laux, that's going to be only a level 2 to try and get Posh to hide. Posh is going to do whatever it's his Blink to do.
Okay, cool. So should I roll for Posh first?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and roll for Posh. Excellent. So that's a minor effect. That is going to help the last one that's not there is going to help Toby. So that will help Toby to hide. Gibson, do you want Toby to try and hide, or is Toby going to charge?
Sure. Toby's gonna help me fight these things off.
Perfect. So that's actually going to give you a boost to get Toby to get angry and charge in there. So now we're going to do some initiative. We kind of know who's hiding, who's not. The way that initiative works in the Cypher system, like I mentioned, everything has a level. So these Hatsis, they are level 5. So to go ahead of them in combat, you need to beat a level 5 speed roll. If you're trained in initiative, you only need to beat a level 4. Otherwise, it's like essentially they rolled a 15, and you'll need to roll a 15 or higher unless you're trained. So Gibson will not go ahead of the Hatsis.
Yeah. I am trained in an initiative, but
Perfect.
I'm not sure that's possible.
Oh, you are. So that you just needed a 12 or higher, so you did. So you will go before the Hatsis. Did anyone else roll a 15 or higher here?
Sorry, this is a speed roll?
Speed roll, yes.
Or just doesn't matter. Okay.
That is a no.
No.
Oh, almost.
So close.
And then your...
Oh,
shoot. Well,
Oh, no.
Gibson's
But not a
gonna be
1.
There.
Not
yeah,
a 1.
yeah, not a 1. A 1 would have been bad. Roland, what about you?
Sorry. Before I roll initiative, I would also like to try and hide.
Yeah, give me that stealth roll then.
I am trained in stealth, and I also have some camouflage equipment with me.
Perfect. So that will count as an asset to reduce it by 1, and then being trained reduces it by another level. So you can go ahead and hide. You just need to get a 3 or higher.
Is this an intellect roll?
This is a speed roll in this case.
Speed roll.
Although if you want to make it an intellect roll, you could, but you passed there. Sometimes it's getting into hiding fast. Sometimes it's doing it smartly, but you managed to succeed. So you are hiding. Now give me that initiative roll. And if you're not trained in initiative, you need to beat a 15.
It does not look like I am.
Okay, so Gibson will go first, then the bad guys, and then everyone else. And on your turn, Gibson, you can decide what Toby's going to do, and you can give him that command, and then whoever is running Toby will then execute that command. So Gibson, you're up first. You see these things, they're up in the air. They're probably maybe 30 feet up in the air, and they're circling and slowly lowering themselves down below the level of the tree canopy. They don't seem to have noticed everyone yet.
Real quick, how big are they? Are we talking like
they are
rhino-sized or like
no,
dog?
Probably dog, with a mouth
Okay.
a little bit larger than a dog's, and
Okay.
way more sharp teeth than a dog would have. Now, combat-wise, you have got a battle axe or a maul. You've basically got melee sorts of weapons. So.
Melee weapon. Yep. So I'm gonna run inside to the wreckage, and then so is the nest inside the wreckage,
It
right?
is, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna run to inside the wreckage and then draw the pack, or using to draw their attention.
Perfect. So to get inside the wreckage, because there's so much stuff around, it's a nest. That's going to be a speed roll to get in, and I'm going to make it just a level 2. So you need to roll a 6 or higher in order to do that. Yeah,
Yep,
you
got
got
that.
it. And now draw the pack. This will cost you 2 might points. You have an edge of 2 in might, so guess what? It costs you 0. So you roar mightily, and I won't make you do it unless you want to. You roar mightily. There we go, excellent. And then that draws the attention of up to 3 of the creatures. And so for the next 2 rounds, those 3 will focus solely on you. And so let's move you into the wreckage. Now, what do you want Toby to do? And I'm going to drop 3 of these things down, swooping down towards your level, just so I remember. What's Toby doing?
Toby's getting ready to charge. Once they land, hopefully he can charge and hit something.
Perfect. Give me that intellect roll to give him that command, and you get a bonus because of the good rolls last time. You need a 6 or higher. Oh, and a 20.
Ooh.
So he is going to ease his attack because he loves this. This is like sport to him. So in the world of Predation, there is dino wrestling, and maybe Toby came from the dino wrestling arenas. And
Well, I did, so obviously he wasn't.
yeah, so this is how you guys play. This is like play, and he charges in right after you. The person running Toby, why don't you describe for me how Toby lumbers in there?
So, like I already said, he was already excited and happy and jumping around, and now he's thrilled. He's thrashing the tail and getting ready to try to hit one of these like a baseball bat out of the sky.
Yeah, his tail is twitching and ready. A few swishes through the air, and as soon as they swoop down, he's going to nail one. So swoop down they do. I think was everyone else hiding except for Gibson. I think everyone else succeeded. These are going to go after. One is going to go after Houdini, and one is going to go after Rufus. And so again, I don't roll attack dice; it's defense dice. So, and to defend is a speed roll, and so in order for Houdini to try to defend this, now Houdini doesn't have might, speed, or that, but Houdini's owner does. And so Mar, you're going to give a speed roll for Houdini to try to avoid this attack. Now these Hatsies, these are level 5 creatures, so that's a level 5 task to try to prevent this.
Okay.
And you can spend effort on this if you want.
Yeah, I'll spend effort.
Okay, so that's a level 4 task. So that would be the level 3. So it actually takes a chomp out of him. Now the Hatsi does a lot of damage. It does 6 damage, but Houdini has 2 points of armor, so he takes 4 hits. I'm going to go ahead and reduce that for right there. And that was a grievous wound. Now likewise, one is coming in at Rufus. Rufus, that's going to be a speed roll for Roland. Nice, and Rufus is able to dodge to the side, and that attack falls short. Now, these three are coming in right at Gibson and Toby. And as they're coming in, you kind of had prepared that swipe. So, Gibson, you can make a free attack on this first one as it comes in, and Toby can make an attack on the second one as it comes in before they do their attacks. So to do your attack, Gibson, it's going to be, typically it's a speed roll, but your weapons rely a lot on might, especially if you're using your maul. So it's going to be a might roll. And then you can use effort if you want to. And you got a 4, so that is not a success. So that would be the difficulty 1. Your blow is ineffectual. As they come in, maybe your weapon gets caught up in some of the vines and the nesting material in here. It makes a loud noise and draws their attention, but you're unable to strike that. And how about for Toby? Whoever is controlling Toby, give me a speed roll for Toby. This is going to be a difficulty 5. No, and again, Toby fails to land that hit. But now they're coming in at Gibson and Toby. And so Gibson, this is a speed defense roll. If you're trained in speed defense, it's going to make your task 1 level easier. Otherwise, you need to... Oh, are you trained in speed defense?
No. I'm trained... No, I'm just trained in smashing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're actually going to take a hit. It would do 6 points of damage, although you have armor, and your armor will reduce it by 3, so you lose 3 might points.
Okay.
And then 1 comes in at Toby, so Gibson, I need you to make a speed defense roll for Toby. If you can, Gibson, if you can do a speed defense roll for Toby, just roll your speed.
Ah, am I doing it? Okay.
Yes. Excellent. And Toby has armor as well. Toby's got 2 points of armor, so he will likewise take 4 from that bite. Perfect.
Oh.
All right. Now we've got 1 left. This one's going to come in at Gibson. So Gibson, that's another speed defense roll.
Yep.
You need to beat a 15. And no. So you're going to take another bite. Your armor will block 3 of that. So please deduct 3 more might points for me. Now, I'm just going to go kind of out of order, but Mar, you'll go first. So you can take your action, and then you can command your dinosaur to do something as well. Houdini.
Okay. I guess I'll come at one of them. I'll come at the one attacking my dinosaur.
Okay,
With
Houdini.
Yeah. And I have an ability where I can observe a creature and my interaction with it gains 1 asset.
Yeah.
So if I could use that, like maybe I watch the attack patterns or something.
Perfect. So, and for that, I don't think you need to spend any points. Oh, no, you do. It's 2 intellect points. You have an edge of 1, so that will cost you 1 intellect point. That will use up your action for the round, but then on your next turn, it'll be easier to hit.
Okay.
Perfect. And then what about, what do you want Houdini to do?
I'll have Houdini attack using his claw ability.
Okay, so that's going to be an intellect roll to get Houdini to attack as you call out the command.
Okay.
Difficulty 3. And you got it. So, whoever is controlling Houdini, tell me what Houdini does to attack.
Houdini. Let's see, got
Right.
combat. Claw. Just use claws. Just swipe at it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So let me have Mar, if you will give me a speed attack roll. If it hits, it'll do 2 damage to this thing.
Okay.
Nice. But the problem is, it's a difficulty is it's a level 5, and that beat a level 4.
1
So
point off.
missed it by 1 point. But your next round, having seen these patterns, that'll help you out there. Let's go to Halen, however we pronounce it. What do you do?
Yep, Hallen's fine.
Halen.
Since we've got the 3 clustered around Gibson, can I try to hit all of them with the sonic grenade?
Yeah, if you want to throw a sonic grenade, this is a perfect time to do it. So the way
So
that your grenade will work is, let's see, it's under abilities. No, where is it?
It's under combat.
Under combat. There it is. So your sonic grenade at short range is you're in short range for sure. This will inflict 2 points of damage. Plus, then they need to make a might defense roll or lose their next turn, and that will affect all of them. So this is going to be, with a grenade, it's a might roll to throw this. So you can spend points on this. If you succeed, you'll hit all 3. If you fail, you'll hit 2. So this is
okay.
Might level is going to be 5 on this. So if you want to spend any effort to make that a little easier, or if you have any skills, which I don't think you do.
I don't think I have anything relevant. Yeah, I'll spend 3 to bring it down to a 4.
Perfect. So then a 12 or higher.
Oop. Sorry, that should be a 5 now. Alright. Oof.
At least it wasn't.
I still hit 2.
Still
Okay.
hit 2.
Okay.
Perfect. And
Okay.
they need to make a might roll. So I'm just going to roll a 20-sided die, and they need to beat a 15. And nope, they do not. So this one is going to be effectively. I'm going to put paralyzed, and same with this one here, just so I recall that they don't go again. And then they're going to lose. Was it 2 points?
Yep, 2 damage.
Perfect.
So did I like use up my sonic grenade, or is that
Yes.
just a thing
Yep.
I can? Okay.
Yep, so that got used up. Perfect. Let me get this one damage. And then what do you want your dinosaur to do?
Good question. I guess she can attack one of the ones that I just paralyzed. Hopefully they're easier to hit.
It'll absolutely be easier to hit. So if you want to give
Okay.
me that intellect roll to say, Blink, go get him.
Sure. Yeah. Oof.
No. So whoever's controlling Blink, what does Blink do? Blink does not do what they were just commanded. How does this clever Anzu react? Does it go for the eggs?
Blink? I'm trying to think. Link was already a little anxious, a little crazy, but is very food motivated for sure. So he's going to try to snatch an egg and then run for it.
Nice. So, why don't you give me a speed roll just to see if Blink can manage to snatch that? It's difficulty 3, so you need a 9 or higher. Yeah. So Blink grabs an egg and starts to tear off with this egg. And
Damn it, Blink.
Yeah, heading off into the woods. It's like, this dinosaur. How
You just ate.
Yeah. It's like, you've been trying to feed him healthy snacks, but all he wants is that egg. Laux, you're up next. What does Laux do?
Sorry, I forgot who I was for a second.
Story of my life. It's a Friday.
I was like, oh yeah, that's me. So right now I've been just kind of like hiding in the bushes, looking, checking. I do have a heavyset laser.
Oh yeah.
And maybe I can try to like snipe at one of the hotsies from where I'm hiding.
From hiding, that's going to reduce the task by a level. So absolutely. So which one do you want to go for? If you can ping one, you can hold down the left click and it will ping one of these. If you go for one that's paralyzed, that will be reduced by 2 additional levels.
Which were the ones that were paralyzed? I'm sorry.
So it's this one
oh, I
here
see.
And this one here.
I'll go for this guy.
Okay, perfect. So they're normally a level 5. Because you're hidden, it'll make it a 4, and then 3, 2, because they're paralyzed, so that's a 6 or higher.
Okay.
Oh. No.
No!
What do you ask Posh to do?
Posh is really good at, like, flying above and looking at things. So, but we kind of know where everything is.
I'll tell you what, if you send Posh up to be like aerial reconnaissance, that would give everyone, that would ease the attacks against them, because Posh could be directing kind of the combat, giving squawks about, hey, he's going over there. If you want to do that, that would be a level 3 intellect task, so it's a 9 or higher to command your dino.
Can I use points on that?
You can, yeah. So you could use 3 intellect points to make it a 6 or higher, and you have no edge in intellect, so it's just going to cost you the flat 3.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
So, whoever's controlling Posh, what does Posh do?
I think Posh gets lost in the dense canopy cover and just can't seem to find an opening where they can successfully scout out these enemy dinosaurs.
Yeah, you see Posh up there just sitting on a branch, looking around, looking at the battle, just, enraptured by what's going on, but failing to give any useful communications. Roland, you're up next.
To try and take out one of the ones that were stunned.
Okay. That one there. Got it.
Yes. So that will be lowered by 2 levels.
Yes.
And I'm hiding. Does that also give a bonus?
Yep, that'll lower it by 1 more. So that's a difficulty 2. This with your rifle.
Yes.
You got it. So that does 4 damage. Correct.
Yes, it's medium rifle, so 4.
Perfect. And then what do you want Rufus to do? Rufus is in a battle.
Yes, I will have Rufus hold his own, try and claw the other dinosaur.
Alright, that's an intellect 3 task to do rip and tear. And you got it. So, whoever's controlling Rufus, Rufus has an ability, it's rip and tear. They hold the prey down with their bodies and claws and attack it for 2 points of damage. The prey is immobilized, which is similar to what the grenade just did, and that will last for 1 round. So that's going to be an attack roll from Roland. Once you give me that roll, that's going to be a level 5 speed roll for Rufus. No. So Rufus fails, but whoever's controlling Rufus, why don't you describe for me the actions that Rufus takes? Rufus does respond to the attack, but just is unable to make that attack. How does that go down?
Well, I think Rufus maybe like jumps up and lunges, ready to make the attack. And while he's like in the air, lunging with his claws, maybe something off behind the other dinosaur catches his eye, and for a split second his focus is taken off of the other dinosaur, so he can't make the attack.
Nice. Let's go back to Gibson. You're up. This is the next round. You've got 3 of them in front of you. 2 of them are stunned, and 1 is pretty badly damaged. This one here is almost at his half hit point level.
Okay, yeah, I'll hit the injured one that's stunned and half hit one.
Perfect. So
My wall, yeah.
So and so with your maul, that'll reduce it by 2 because he's stunned. So that'll be a level 3 task.
Do I roll might again or speed?
Yes. Yep. That would be might. And if you want to spend points, you would get 2 of those back. Ooh.
Nope, I fumbled.
Okay. So what we get here, we get an intrusion, but I don't give you experience points. And so what your intrusion is going to be is that your maul slips out of your hands and flies into the wreckage, and you won't have your maul at hand anymore. But you still have your other weapon. You'll have to go and recover that maul. It will take you an action to go pick that up, but you do still have your battle axe.
Hello, web. Yep.
How about Toby? What do you want Toby to do here?
Do a tail swipe, I guess.
Nice. That's a level 3 intellect roll to tell Toby to smash.
Come in, yeah. Smash away.
Got it. All right, and then go ahead and give me that might roll for Toby. That's going to be a reduced by 2, so a 9 or higher. Got it. So Toby, I think does 2 points of damage. So let me drop this guy. Nice. He is below half. So this one here is very badly damaged. Now I think it's their turn. So the 2 that are stunned will do nothing. This other one down here is going to attack Gibson. So Gibson, that's a speed defense roll. These are level 5 creatures, so that's a 15 or higher, unless you want to spend points.
Nope.
You're going to get hit for 6, but you have 3 armor, so you're going to lose 3 more might points. And now this one is attacking Houdini, so I need Houdini's owner to give me a speed defense roll for Houdini. Missed it by 1. So Houdini gets chomped, and Houdini's going to be at 0. Houdini drops. Houdini's not dead, but Houdini is out of the fight.
Okay.
This other one is coming in at Rufus. Rufus, that's a speed defense roll. I think that's Roland's companion. No, and so Rufus likewise... Oh no, Rufus is still up, but Rufus is down to 2 hit points. Alright, let's go to Mar. So Mar, you have a bonus here because you're able to survey these dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So now how do you take your action?
I will jump out of the foliage that I'm hiding in and come at that dinosaur with my shiv.
Nice. The one that is attacking Houdini?
Yes.
Okay. So the Shiv will ease the task by 1 level. It's also eased by 1 level because you've been watching its tactics, so that's a 9 or higher. Do you want to spend any speed points to make that a little easier?
How do you recover your points?
So you can recover points. Your first one will cost an action, and you'll roll a 6-sided die and add your level, which for everyone is 1, and you would recover that many points. And anytime you recover, your companion recovers 1 hit point. So if you make a recovery roll, then your companion will get one hit point. Your next recovery takes 10 minutes, the next one is 1 hour, the last one is 10 hours. You can also do a healing roll to try and recover points. You decide how many points you want to heal, and that becomes the level of the task. So let's say you want to heal someone for 3 points of damage. That would be a level 3 intellect task. You need to roll a 9 or higher.
Okay. So I'll spend the speed points.
Okay. So that will make it a level. That'll drop it by 1 for the light weapon, 1 for the ability that you did, and then 1 for level of effort. You need a 6 or higher.
Yeah.
And you got it. And he will take some damage. Perfect. Now Houdini is not doing so hot, but you're standing over Houdini's body, dealing out damage.
Yeah.
Let's go to Howlin. Your turn.
Okay, a couple of questions. One, did throwing the grenade bring me out of hiding, or do I still get some?
You're still hiding.
All right. I'm not really a fighter, but I'll run out with my hunting knife and try to stab this one that's pinned down. See if I can cut its throat.
Yeah.
That's a speed roll?
That would be a speed roll.
Okay. And it says eased. Does that mean
that would ease it by 1 level. So you're going after one of the ones that you stunned, the one that's really badly damaged. So he is still stunned until he takes, until the next round. So that eases it by 2. Eased 1 by your knife, so that's 3. So he's only effectively a level 2, so that's a 6 or higher. If you spend speed points, you can make it a level 1. And then you just need to roll a 3 or higher. Or you can just think you can beat a 6, go for it.
I'll try to beat a 6. Although, so I know these are our HP as well.
Yes.
Are we knocked out when any of them go to 0, or when all of them go to 0?
All 3 go to 0, you're technically
okay.
When
okay.
Let's look real quick. When one of them goes all the way to 0, if you go to combat and just below it says damage and recovery. So if all 3 of your pools have points, you are hail, which means everything's good. You can click on that and go down to impaired, which means that effort would cost +1 per level. You ignore minor and major effects. The next one is going to be debilitated. You can essentially just crawl, and that's it. And then the last one is dead. I'm going to take you back to hail.
Okay.
So once one of your pools hits 0, things get harder for you, but you're not down and out until all 3 are at 0.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll spend some speed points. Just hopefully not roll a 3 or lower. Oh, that was close. Okay.
And that's 2 points of damage.
Yeah, 2 points to that one.
Nice.
And I'll see if I can call Blink back from her feast to help peck this one to death.
That's a level 3 intellect roll.
Ugh.
Oh,
What? So this is a free intrusion, a complication.
She's gone.
Yeah, Blink is out of hearing, out of range, and Blink will not be back until the end of the encounter.
oof.
Let's go to Laux. What is Laux doing? You have that headset
Laux
laser?
is gonna. Yes, I'm gonna try to shoot again with my little laser.
Perfect. So if you go for this one that's badly wounded, that's going to be a 9 or higher. If you hit it, does 6 damage, which, hint, hint, this guy has 5 hit points. So you could take one out if you can hit it.
I'm gonna go for it.
Do you want to spend points or just...
Nah.
Here we go. Oh, you got it. You got it. Okay. How do you take out this Hatsi?
Even though he's not much of a fighter, he tries for a headshot and clips him in like the shoulder instead.
Oh, nice.
And it's enough where it blasts him back and out of the sky.
Awesome. Now, we've got Posh sitting up in the tree, and Posh is not doing what you had asked Posh to do.
No.
Do you want to try and reissue that command?
I'm gonna try one more time to get Posh the focus on the situation at hand.
Perfect. That's a level 3 intellect task. So So you needed a 9. No. So the person controlling Posh, what is Posh doing? Maybe preening or looking at butterflies?
He's distracted. Yes, he's found a swarm of insects, and he's feeding on them.
Nice. Hungrily feasting. Roland, what are you doing?
Roland is going to ready another shot at the other stunned dinosaur.
Okay, and you are still in hiding. So that's going to reduce it by 3, so that's a 6 or higher that you need to roll.
And I would like to spend 1 speed point to use my Pierce ability.
Perfect. That does, what, 1 additional damage?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have a edge in speed?
I do not.
Okay, then it will cost you 1 point. 6 or higher. Got it. So that does 4 plus 1, 5 points of damage, correct?
Yes, it does.
Excellent. This one is right at 50% points. What do you want Rufus to do?
Could I maybe whistle? I don't know. Maybe I have some whistles that I've trained him with. I'd like to try and get him to retreat and try and hide. He's good at blending into the
at least a bowl of Fruit Loops with those colorful feathers.
Yep. Yeah.
Give me a
so
level 3 intellect roll.
Yes. Try and get him to hide.
Oh
yes.
And a minor effect. So that's going to make this much easier for him. So the person controlling Rufus, what does Rufus do here?
Well, I think as soon as Roland whistles, Rufus will immediately leave the fight, and he's injured, so he'll kind of limp off into the bushes or something.
So Roland, give me a speed roll for Rufus, and that minor effect is going to ease this. Got it. Yeah. So Rufus is able to disengage and hide without any difficulty. Now this guy here, actually Gibson, it's your. Oh, sorry, not dead. Not dead. Gibson, it's your turn. What do you do?
Yep, I'm gonna punch one in the face. Just
Nice. The one that's still stunned right in front of you?
yeah, sure. That one in front of me.
Excellent. So an unarmed attack is basically like a light weapon, so that eases it by 1. So that one's going to be eased by a total of 3, so that's a 6 or higher that you need to roll.
Oh yeah. It's still is it speed or is it because it's medium? My arms are medium weapons. Do I?
That would be. Well, tell me what. Are you using force to just smash this thing, or are you using speed to try and get through any defenses?
I use force.
Perfect.
That's what? Yeah. Okay. Let's keep going at it. We'll get it one day. No.
Oh no. And in fact, I'm going to drop these onto the table right now, and I'm going to give Gibson I'm going to propose an intrusion for Gibson. So over in the chat bar, you'll see that I'm proposing an intrusion to you. You need to accept it, and when you do, it'll let you give an experience point to someone else. So Holland, you've got the experience point, so now you can use these to re-roll. What happens with you is Toby gets his tail tangled up in some of the nesting material in there. It's going to make Toby's task more difficult, but you will get a little experience out of this. So it's Toby's turn. What do you want Toby to do?
Toby's gonna try and get his tail out of the little mess. Like, is that possible?
Yeah. So
to reduce it. Yeah.
Give him that command. That's going to be a level 3 intellect roll, and it'll actually be.
Nope.
At least it wasn't a 1. So Toby is stuck. That's going to preclude him from attacking this round. He'll get unstuck after his turn passes, but that's going to preclude that. This guy up here is no longer paralyzed. That stun grenade has worn off, so now it's the bad guy's turn. This one that had taken out Houdini is now going to move over here to Mar. And Mar, that's a speed defense roll. And I don't believe you are trained in speed defense.
No.
You are not. So that's a level 5 speed task.
Okay. Oh no.
Oof.
Oh.
And I don't think you have armor. No, you're going to lose 6 points of might.
Okay. That's not good.
No, you're doing poorly. And then 2 of these on Gibson. So Gibson, that is 2 speed defense rolls against these guys. These are level 5, so a 15 or higher. Oh, a natural 20. Okay, so the major effect is you'll get a free counterattack on this one right here. This other one is going to bite you. He's going to hit you for 6 points. You've got 3 points of armor, so you'll take 3 might points, and then make a free attack on this guy here. You can punch him. He's no longer stunned, so that's going to be, you need to roll a 12 or higher.
Alright. Yeah,
Got it.
just.
Nice. And you do 4 with your enhanced body parts.
Yep.
Nice. He is almost out. He's sitting on 4 hit points right here. And then this last one that had gone after Rufus is going to pursue, but he's going to struggle because Rufus is sneaking through the brush, and he's coming close to Roland's location. So Roland, you're going to have a point-blank shot at him in just a second. That's going to make your task a little easier. That's their turn. Let's go back to everyone else. So we'll start with Mar. You're up first.
Okay, I guess I'll just go in with my Shiv again.
Okay. 15 or higher.
Oh, yes.
Got it. And with an 18, you do 2 additional points of damage.
Awesome.
So that's going to do 4. Nice. And then Houdini is still down. In fact, Houdini does not look good. Houdini is definitely losing the battle here. Let's go to Howland. Your turn. What does Holland do?
Sorry. I will just come in and slash it at this guy right here with my hunting knife.
Got it. You charge in. Just give me a speed roll to charge in. It is kind of rough terrain. It's going to be a level 3, so you need to roll a 9 or higher.
Oh.
You trip and fall. Now, you can...
Can I
you have
use
an
my XP on that?
Yep, you
Okay.
can re-roll that.
If I roll another 1, I'm just going to go.
Nice. So
That's
you get
better.
in there. Now you can make your attack.
Okay.
So he's level 5, so it's a 15 or higher. You can spend speed points to ease that by 1 level if you want. Roll
And
a
it's
12.
because it's a light.
You're using
right?
your light weapon, so it automatically bumps it down to a level 4. If you want to spend speed points, you could bump it down to a level 2.
All right, I'll do that. Wait, to a level 2 or
sorry,
3?
to a level 3. So you need a 9 or higher.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Got it. So that's 2 points of damage with your knife.
Yep. And Blink is gone, so that's my turn.
Yeah, and Blink you hear like the cracking of eggs somewhere in the distance, and a dinosaur, if they could lick their lips, you would hear him just licking his lips. Let's go to Laux.
I'm going to keep blasting.
Nice.
I'm going to go for
Which one? You've
the...
got one right here that's nearing your position, or you've got this one up here. So Mar is hard pressed. Mar's in danger, and Houdini is in danger. But this one here is almost dead.
I feel like Halen and Gibson could probably take out the one that's a little bit weaker, so we'll go for this guy.
Perfect.
I'm hoping. I'm going to use a little bit of my intellect. So that's 3 points.
No,
right.
Hang on 1 second. What are you
Oh.
using the intellect for? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. So you get it back.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought that was what I used for my weapon, like, to make it easier to...
that would be speed.
Oh, my bad.
But that's okay. You get those points back.
Okay, cool.
Because you got a natural 20. That does an additional 4 points of damage. And that was this one here. So that does 10 damage. How do you take this one out?
Nice.
Well done.
Since I got a 20 for this one, I'm going to say I tried for a headshot again and actually made it.
Oh, nice. And, poor Mar is just standing there. You got your nice clothes and nice books and just a fountain of whatever is inside that Hatzi just sprays all over your nice little explorer's vest that you had worn. And you know that Hatzi doesn't wash out easily, so that's gonna stain for sure.
A little flare.
Now, Laux, what do you want Posh to do? So far, Posh has flown up to the top of the trees, snacked on some bugs.
Posh has been, like many of the other dinosaur companions, not as helpful as they could be.
Hey, it's nice it's not Blink, you know. Blink
Yeah.
took an egg and ran.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more like, use my dad voice, if you will,
Nice.
to try to get them to, like, focus again.
Excellent. So this will be an intellect roll.
Okay, that's where the
Yeah,
intellect came in.
That probably sounds like that's where you were thinking.
Yeah.
Nice, you got it. So, person controlling Posh, what does Posh do now?
What is he trying to do?
We're trying to get an overhead, like, scan of everything, and so he can direct people to more easily attack the hot seas.
And he succeeded, so
So
what does he do?
he's circling overhead now. I suppose he could call out when one of these winged dinosaurs is trying to swoop in for an
Perfect.
attack.
That's going to ease everyone's defense rolls by 1 for when they try to make their attacks. And so rather than having to beat a level 5, it'll be a level 4. That's going to aid on the defense. I like that. Let's go to Roland. This one here in front of you is getting really close. It's almost point-blank range. If you time your shot, I'll let it be point-blank range. You're still hidden. So that's going to make it a level 3. That's a 9 or higher.
I will spend 3 speed points
Okay.
to make that easier.
A level 2, 6 or higher. Got it. Because you spent speed. So using that extra effort, that's what makes this so effective. That does 4 points of damage. Nice. And you blast that one. What about Rufus? What's Rufus doing here?
I think he will, perhaps with this dinosaur getting close, he's going to try and pounce out of the bushes and attack it.
Level 3 intellect roll for Rufus. Got it. So person controlling
Nice.
Rufus, how does this go down?
Is he attacking?
Yes.
Okay, so after going to hide in the bushes, he leaps out with his claws at the ready and just grapples onto this dinosaur, and he uses Rip and Tear
Nice.
for 2 points of damage.
And that'll pin it down. So, Roland, give me a speed roll for Rufus, and that's going to be reduced by 1 level because Rufus was hidden so well. So, got it. And so that's 2 points of damage plus this guy. I'm going to mark him as paralyzed just to say that he loses his attack for next round. Give him some damage. Oops. There we go. Perfect. Let's go back to Gibson. This one right in front of you is at death's door. It's sitting on like 2 hit points.
All right, yeah, let's punch it again. Come on,
Sweet.
we'll roll. Let's go for it.
Got him. Okay, how do you punch this thing into oblivion?
All right, oh, yeah, just like smash, but like right in the face, like just smash the brains and the line.
Nice. Now, Toby has freed his tail. What does Toby do?
Toby's gonna go for the other guy that's slightly over to that also attacking us. This
Perfect.
one over here.
This one right,
Yeah.
right over here. Okay,
Yeah.
give me
Yeah.
intellect roll for Toby. It's level 3.
Yep.
Got it.
Just got it.
Person controlling Toby. What does Toby do?
Just runs over, tries to trample this one.
Nice. Gibson, give me a roll for Toby. That's going to be. I'll let you use might if you want for Toby. Toby takes after you.
Okay, sure.
It's a level 5.
So, what? Did it roll? Oh, there we go. Oh, nice.
Got it. So you can do 4 additional points of damage, or you can do a major effect, like stun it so it doesn't attack on its next turn. What would you prefer, the extra
Yeah, what-
damage or stun it?
Just the extra damage. Just smash. Let's go.
So that'll do 6 total damage to that, and that is, it's down to 9 hit points. Badly wounded. There are only 2 of these left. This one here is being restrained. This one just took a beating. There's a chance that they would flee here, but what happens is I'm going to drop these cards here on the table, and I'm going to give Roland an intrusion. So you can accept that intrusion, Roland. And Mar picks up the other point. This thing kicks off of Rufus, manages to squirm out from under Rufus, and will get an attack, albeit a weaker attack. So to defend, for Rufus to defend this, it's going to be, normally it would be a level 5. We get a -1 because of Posh up in the sky, but a -2 because it had been restrained. So this is just a level 2 speed defense roll for Rufus. And Roland, go ahead and take that. 6 or higher. You got it. So Rufus manages to avoid that, but this thing is not restrained anymore. This other one here is going to go after Toby. And so Toby, that's a speed defense roll, and normally it would be a 5, but because of Posh it'll be a 4. So Gibson, that's 12 or higher, and you got it. The tides have turned. Let's go back to Mar.
Okay, I actually want to use a Cypher I have.
Okay, what's Cypher?
It's called Gifted Healing, and it restores up to 7 points to another non-human creature's health.
Okay.
And I want to use that on Houdini.
Perfect. So this, in Cypher System, this would be like a magical item, but in Predation, it's part of your DNA. And so, how do you think this works? How do you restore this health to Houdini?
Well, maybe I go over and as Houdini's lying on the forest floor, and I go over and I maybe touch his neck and I don't know, how would that work?
Well, with Gifted Healing, maybe you can correctly identify where his wound is. Maybe you've got a little bandage or a wrap, and you wrap it so that he's got some stability in that limb, or something like that.
Okay.
I was hoping you could come up with something, because I couldn't, so at least we tried.
Yeah.
What does Houdini do? It's Houdini's turn.
I think he'll get up, and now that he has most of his health back, he will try attacking the Hatsi that's closest to him.
Okay, the one on Toby?
Yeah.
Alright, so give him that command. That's a level 3 intellect roll.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh, at least it wasn't a 1.
True.
So, person controlling Houdini, what does Houdini do? He doesn't obey. Houdini is flashy.
So Houdini is going to try and run away because it just was like getting hit and owned.
Yeah.
And yeah, just decided to run away now. Leave the combat.
And Houdini comes up here, maybe does like a little twirl, and then dashes off down the other side of this wreckage. Let's go.
Laters.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all good. I'm just saying, he's like, laters, I'm out of here.
See you guys. Go find Blink. There's probably still some egg left. Hallen, what do you do here?
Yeah, just go slash at this one, fighting Toby.
Perfect. So that is going to be a difficulty 5 task with your knife, makes it a difficulty 4. So a 12 or higher, unless you want to spend speed points.
Nope.
Does not land. In fact, not only does it not land, but I'm gonna drop the cards out again, and I'm gonna propose an intrusion here. So you may choose to accept that, or if you already have an XP, you can turn it down.
I did spend my XP,
Oh, you
so
did?
I will
Yep.
take it. Yep.
So then on the chat, you can accept that. There we go. And give one to Laux.
Oh.
Perfect.
Thank you.
And so what happens
You're
as you approach in and go to shiv that thing, it responds by directing all of its fury upon you. And it's going to come up, and on your turn, it's going to get right up in your face and be attacking you.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Your dino is off eating something. Laux, what are you doing?
I'm still in the bushes. I'm gonna do my same little tactic that's been working fairly well.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go
that one down there?
for this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's kind of getting close to me and Roland here. It's making me nervous.
Yeah, that's going to be a level 4 task. So that is a 12 or higher that you need, unless you want to spend speed points.
Yeah, let's spend some speed points.
Then
Get a little crazy.
That's a 9 or higher.
All right.
Oh, no.
I didn't make it.
Nope.
oh, but I do have my experience.
Yeah, you want to spend it and re-roll it?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Then you don't have to re-spend those points that you spent, so just go ahead and re-roll. There you go. You got
Better.
it. So that does 6 damage. Oh, he's sitting at 3 hit points. Excellent. And what is Posh doing? Same thing? Just keep doing what you're doing?
Yep.
So you
keep doing what he's doing.
You don't need to make
to help everybody out.
Roll for that. Roland, you're up. This thing just took a huge laser blast from Laux.
Yeah, Roland is going to perhaps use a little implant on his arm to activate this, and he's going to leap out of the bushes and use his shocker Cypher to deliver a shock to this dinosaur. Let's see, it does
4 points of
4
damage.
points of damage, yes.
Nice. So that is you. Even when you use a Cypher, if it's like doing an attack, you still have to make a roll. There's always a roll required. But in this case, you're going to get a bonus because it's basically like a light weapon. And so yeah, that's a hit plus 1 damage. That'll do 5 points of damage. And he had 3 points left. How do you shock this thing out of existence?
I think he grabs it by one of its legs and pulls it down, and then delivers that shock, and it fries it, and he just drops it to the ground,
Nice.
lets Rufus eat its remains.
And so you're going to just let Rufus. You're not going to tell him to do anything other than that. Just let him be the dinosaur that he is.
Yeah, I'll let him eat the remains there.
Perfect. Let's go back to Gibson. This thing has just attacked your comrade, kind of turned his back to you. He's essentially flanked at this point. That's going to reduce the difficulty by 1, so now he's a level 4. You attack him with your bare fists, he's a level 3, so that'd be a 9 or higher.
Yep, okay, I'll do that. I'll just keep, because I'm still angry that I lost my roll, so it's going to punch. Alright, let's get... Oh, nope.
No.
Miss Smog.
You slam into a piece of the fuselage and crumple a stainless steel panel that was in there. And you leave the indent of your enhanced body parts. Your fist has metal just subdurally under the skin. It just leaves this huge smashing imprint. You know, had that hit that dino, that would have just done some serious damage. What about Toby? Does Toby go after him?
Yep, Toby will go after him too, I guess.
You can go ahead and make that roll. Excellent. Go ahead and make the combat roll for Toby.
Sorry, that was I roll intellect. I just rolled
So that was that your intellect roll there?
No, I accidentally pressed mic because I thought that was.
Okay. Well,
it's okay. I'll just reverse it and see if I command it right. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. Should works.
So you're able to command him, but it looks like he fails in his attack.
Yep.
He sees what you do, and he smashes the panel as well. And then he looks up at you with these big puppy dog eyes, like Toby did good, yeah.
Totally. Good job, Toby.
Good point, Toby. Halen, I forget what we agreed you're going to be called.
Let's do Hallen.
Hallen, perfect. Hallen, this guy is attacking you, but because of
Yep.
Posh's Overwatch, that's going to be just a difficulty 4 speed defense roll. You can
Okay.
spend points to make that easier for yourself. Otherwise, he's going to bite you for
Nope.
6 damage.
Okay.
Oh, you
Well,
got it,
I
and
think
you
I
get a
dodged
minor effect. So not only do you pass, but your next attack roll will be eased by 1 level. So fantastic.
Okay.
Let's go to Mar. You're up next.
Okay, I think I'm going to rush in to that dinosaur and attack it with my shiv.
It's worked well so far.
Yeah. Sort of.
So that's going to be with the light weapon. It'll make him difficulty 4.
Okay.
12 or higher. No. You want to try and recall Houdini? Houdini just took off.
Yeah, I'll try to recall him.
Okay. It's level 3 intellect roll.
Yeah.
There you go. So what command do you bark out to Houdini? Is it a whistle or clicks, or how do you communicate with Houdini?
I guess it would be whistles. I'll whistle at him to get him back in the fight.
So the person controlling Houdini, what does Houdini do? He does respond positively to this.
So he'll swipe using the claw, I guess. I'll try and go for one of the dinosaurs, the flying one.
Comes in. Give me a speed attack roll, Mar, for Houdini. Oh, not quite. Let's go to... let's see who's next. Hallen, you're up next. And you get a... This is eased by 1. So he's going to be a level 4, then a 3 with your light weapon. So a 9 or higher, or you can spend points.
Ugh.
Oh, missed it by 1.
Yep.
Do you have an XP? Do you want to re-roll?
I do, but I'm
Or
gonna
you
hold on
save
to
it?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your dino is off having a good old time.
Yep.
Laux, what about you? You've got a shot at this guy.
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get him.
Perfect. That will be a difficulty 4, so 12 or higher with a speed roll. Nice.
Whew.
And that does 6. That's a heavy weapon. Down to 3 hit points.
Alright.
And
And then
do you want Posh to do anything different?
I think he's just gonna keep on just assisting everybody as he is.
Perfect. Roland, your turn.
Right. Seeing there's only one left, I will try and take a shot at that one.
Nice. Oh, and that is a hit. And you do 4. How do you take out the dinosaur?
I think it's just a well-placed shot. Hits it in a vital and takes it out.
Nice. And with that shot, the Hotsy attack has ended. Blink comes back with yolk all over his facial feathers, coming back for more, and sees you guys here. Now, a few of you have some wounds, some by dinosaur and some by just exertion and exhaustion. If you want to do a recovery roll, it would be your first one, which just takes an action. You're welcome to do that. Or if you want to try to heal one another, you can do that as well. Otherwise, you can explore this wreckage and then head on to the Cawdor complex. What about, let's start with Mar. What do you want to do? You're probably the most wounded.
Yeah, I would definitely like to try and heal some points up.
So if you want to do one of your healing rolls, you can click on the one that says 1 action, and then to the left it says 1d6 plus 1.
Yeah.
I think if you... Actually, it's the little heart on the right side. If you click on the heart, it will roll that recovery roll for you. So 2 plus 1 is 3, so you can recover 3 points. You can put them in whatever pools you want.
Okay.
Oops, and it looks like it showed up for... Do you want to spend the 10 minutes and do it twice? You probably could. You're down pretty low.
If I can, I'll do that.
Yeah, so if you want to do your 10-minute one as well.
Okay.
So then an additional
Nice.
6 points, so 9 total you can recover. You just can't go above your maximum.
Okay. Awesome.
That helps. And then when you recover any points, Houdini will go up by 1, so he actually goes up to full health.
Cool.
What about Hallen? What are you doing during the 10 minutes or so that Mar is patching himself up?
I think Hallen has been dying to check out this tech, so I think immediately I'm just going to run in and start seeing what I can see in this wreckage.
Yeah, so that's going to be an intellect roll, and now you are trained in identifying and understanding machines, so that's going to ease the task by 1. So you can give me an intellect roll on that.
I also have... I don't know if this is relevant. The blink can help me with opening doors and
Absolutely.
traps and locks, so if there's any of those here.
So you're going to be eased by 2. So this is a level 3 task. You just need to roll a 3 or higher. Oh, and you got a 4, so thank goodness.
Okay.
Maybe you're struggling to find how to open this panel, and Blink comes over and just pops it open. And in doing so, you find some equipment, and let me pop it into the chat. You find a headset laser. This is similar to the one that Laux has been using, if someone wants to pick that up. You also find a solar-powered chainsaw.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
So if anyone wants those, you can open your character sheet, and once you decide, hey, I want the laser, just drag and drop it on your character sheet, and then it should equip that for you. Anyone want that laser?
I definitely want that laser. My knife is pretty crappy. Is there any restriction on who can use it, or?
So the only restriction, so the headset laser is a medium weapon. This one is, and so as long as you are practiced in light and medium weapons, that should show up under your abilities, which you are practiced with light.
Only
weapons.
light.
So if you use this, it's going to make it 1 level harder.
Eh. And I assume the chainsaw is also medium or heavy.
The chainsaw is heavy. It does 6 damage. So unfortunately, neither of these will help you. But I want to give you something that will actually that you will enjoy and love here. So let me throw in a little extra something here. How about another sonic grenade?
Sure, I'll take one of those.
Back on your. I think I gotta archive that. Let's unarchive that. There. Back on your character sheet, you have a sonic grenade. So then, who wants the headset laser? Anyone?
I already have one.
Or the chainsaw? Someone have a heart set on?
I want a chainsaw. Can I have the chainsaw?
Perfect.
If no one wants it.
Yeah, if you want to open your character sheet, just drag that from the chat, drop it on your character sheet. That should show up on there.
And if no one wants the laser, I'll take it. I might, even at the increased difficulty, I might want a ranged weapon at some point.
Yeah, so even if it's harder, it's still not a bad idea. I know Roland has ranged weapon, Laps has a ranged weapon, Gibson is
I'll wear
weapon.
I'll wear the headset if no one wants. I'll take both. I mean, I have no range, but sure.
And I don't think Mar can use medium weapons. So Mar could. Mar's practiced with light and medium weapons. Mar, do you want the headset instead of your knife? The knife does reduce the task by 1. It eases it because it's a light weapon, but the headset laser does do double the damage. Do you want it? If not,
I think I'll let it go to someone else.
okay. Who wants that headset laser then?
You can take it, Gibson.
Oh, okay. I'll take it then for a range. I'm like really kicked out on trying to kill stuff.
But the whole point of Gibson is to draw the enemies to you, and they sit and chomp on you. So in fact, you're down 12 might points. Do you want to do a recovery roll?
Sure. Can I do that?
Yeah. So you could under combat, just click the one that says 1 action, and then click on the little heart icon on the right side, and then it will roll that dice for you. So you recover 7. So you could put them all. In fact, you have to put them all in might because you haven't lost any speed or intellect. So that'll put you back up to 14 might. Anyone else need to do any recoveries? And Toby will also gain 1 hit point because you went up. So I'll move him up 1 as well.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, I guess I'll.
Well, yeah.
Oh, nice. So that is 7 points for Roland.
And I'll do one as well.
Perfect. Oh, so 2 points.
Good enough.
There we go, on 5. And so then, I think the dinos, let's see, Posh, I don't think
Can I take my 10-minute rest as well?
Yep, absolutely. Rufus will recover a point of damage because Roland...
Oh, there we go.
Well. Perfect. Okay, you spend some time here. You found this little bit of equipment. It's really hard to tell what this thing is. It's been so long here that there's no documents that have survived. All the electronics on this are just fried or picked apart by various dinosaurs. Other than the equipment that you found, that's really all there is here that you can salvage. And you do have a mission to go, and you need to try to find this volcano, the Callus volcano. And Roland, I promised you that at one point you could use your geography. If you want to do that now, that'll give you a good bit of information on the volcano. And so if you want to give me an intellect roll, your geography will reduce it by 1. This is to determine kind of what you know about volcanoes and whatnot. And excellent. So you know that there is a back way into this volcano. So you could go through that refurbished station where you were told to go there. But you know that there are likely lava tubes as well. And lava tubes are spacious for humans, but would be a little cramped for a larger dinosaur. Fortunately, the only one that would struggle is Toby, but he could still most likely make it. The tubes would... they're small vents that gases and eventually molten rock could flow from, but you could use those tubes to get into the central part of the volcano. It's probably a back door into the Cawdor complex. So I'll let you decide, do you propose this alternate route, or do you want to go according to, they told us to go to the main gate, let's go to the main gate. What do you think?
Well, I think that maybe we should do it the way they suggested, but that's an alternative if we need it.
Okay. I'm just going to preload a scene here. You continue walking for several more hours, and then eventually you find, in addition to the map, there were instructions that you should present yourselves as SATI agents who are sympathetic to Rados, or even pretend that you have joined Rados' faction in order to get past the outer station and into the complex. So you have a moment to kind of discuss amongst yourselves, do we want to pretend that we're allied with this rebellious member of SATI, or are we, what are we doing here? But regardless, you can smell before you even see the volcano, and soon you do see the thick vapors rising up from it. And up ahead in the distance, you spot the refurbished station.
Oh.
Now, this once abandoned station it has refurbished buildings, new tents, a dinosaur stable, and pallets containing concentrated foodstuffs and water. And it looks like there's some recent construction. The bulk of the station lies beneath jungle trees with canopies that would probably hide most of the activity from any overflights. You're guessing, just based on the size, there's probably 30 or more staff here. Guards, hunters, general laborers. You don't see a lot of dinosaurs around, but there are stables. There are a few dinos here, and the big one that you see is a Teslasaur. And you see one kind of patrolling around. And let me post a picture of a Teslasaur for you. Let's see. Right here. So it looks like a Stegosaurus, but this has been modified. This Teslasaur is guarding this area. The modifications on this are electric. This has been created by savvy scientists. They've injected ankylosaurs with electric eel genetic materials in the hopes of creating docile bioelectrogenesis hosts to biologically power their facilities. However, the predatory aspects of the transplanted DNA made these creatures too aggressive for domestic energy, but perfect for mobile energy defense. The smaller males are outfitted with electromagnetic force field generators for defense, while the larger females are outfitted with capacitors and voltage steppers, allowing them to project electrical blasts as an offensive weapon. Streams of high-energy electricity arc between their enhanced horns, their armor plates, their tail, creating a beautiful and portentous sight. You see a few of these wandering around. In fact, I'll drop one on the map right there. You see a couple of these Teslasaurs out here. And you know that you likely do not want to tangle with one of these. How do you want to approach this complex? Do you choose to approach as the map said, to be sympathetic to Rados, or to have already joined his faction? You probably don't want to say, hey, we're here from Sadie to find out what's going on. Who wants to be the spokesperson? Preferably someone that does not have an inability with social...
Definitely not me, because I'm like an angry person.
Right? So Mar, if I look at Mar's skills, there's pleasant social interactions, and you have an inability, which means it makes it even harder. You're very introverted, and you're not one to go out and start up a conversation. If we look at, yeah, so really no one has any bonus to this. Looks like Roland does not either. So yeah, so it's going to be just up to your own wits as far as how you get in. So I'm not going to ask Mar or Gibson, because you're going to be the least likely to succeed at this. Let's go with maybe Laux. Laux, how do you propose getting into the station?
We can try to be sympathetic, or supposedly sympathetic, towards Kratos, just to try to get in, and that way maybe we won't be attacked straight away by the Teslasaurs.
Absolutely. As you approach, you see a few guards come up, and the captain of the guards, it's a man named Jaron Way. He comes up, what are you doing here? Who are you? Who sent you?
Hello, we're members of the Sati, and we have heard great, wonderful things about your leader, and we have come to learn his ways and perhaps join your faction.
Ooh, give me an intellect roll, and I'm going to reduce the difficulty of this by 1 level because you were very compelling and you flattered him. Do you have any credentials?
Any credential?
I don't know if you have any credentials. You looks like you don't. So if
No.
you can use effort on this, it's an intellect roll. You'll get to reduce the difficulty by 1 for your great speech.
Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and use some points on this just in case.
Perfect.
So I feel like this is
kind
an
of a big
important one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would cost you 3, and if you have an edge, you'll get one of those back. Oh, that 19 would have been so much better. Do you have an XP?
I used it already.
Can I use mine
Yes,
for
you can
her?
Yes, absolutely.
I will
So,
burn my XP.
Burn yours, and why don't you make that roll again, Laps? And if you want, you can... And you already burned points. You don't have to burn those again. Those will still stay with you.
Much appreciated.
Well, you just needed a 6. So the 20 would have been better. You would have got your points back. But you just needed the 6. So you got it. He says, yes, well, come on in then. Happy to have you here. Look, one thing you should know, make sure you switch on your magma stats before you cross the catwalk. And you've never heard of a magma stat before.
Oh, yeah. By chance, you don't have any extras lying around, do you?
That's a fast talk roll. Are you trained in fast talk?
Absolutely not.
Sweet. Then that's going to be an intellect roll. This is a difficulty 3. You can
Oh,
burn points
okay.
on this, or just hope you roll a 9 or higher.
Can I assist in some way with my knowledge of technology?
Yes. So, because this is a piece of technology, and so you're kind of like ask him if it's this. So that will be a difficulty level 2, so 6 or higher then. So,
Okay.
Laux, what do you got?
I'm debating burning more points on this because I think I'm going to because I do not want to mess this up.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So you get the points back. And he says, "What's a magma stat? Why, don't tell me you don't know what that is. It's this." And he holds up a little device on a lanyard. And Hallen, you recognize that this provides a radio relay that would mark you as a visitor. It's likely keyed to a frequency that the whatever dinosaurs, like these Teslasaurs, they would understand that you are friend and not foe. And with that, with a 20, with a major effect, he's like, here, take mine. And he's going to give Laux, I'm going to put a magma stat on your character sheet.
Much appreciated, good sir.
There, that should show up in your equipment. It'll be an artifact. So the way that artifacts work, they're like a cipher, but you can use it over and over again. And every time you use it, there's a depletion roll. And yours for the magma stat is 1 in a 1d20. So you'll roll a d20. If you roll a 1, it breaks. Otherwise, you can continue to use it. And you just, for the magma stat, it's once per day, just to see like if the batteries run out or something like that. But this will mark you as friend and not foe. And he says, make sure you have this when you cross the catwalk. And
Absolutely, good sir. Much appreciated.
let's go to another map here. And this time we're going to have a little overhead map. I'm going to move everyone kind of close together. And you should be able to control yourself as well as your dino. Right now we're in the station. Let me make sure I have all the dinos here. Okay, there we go. So to move your token, you can click on it, and then you can use the directional buttons, the arrow buttons, to move a token. You can also click and drag, and it will move your token. But from here, you can see just past that refurbished station, you see the catwalk, and it goes right over that volcano. Everyone can see this, correct? No one has a black screen?
Correct.
Perfect. So I will let you kind of explore in real time.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Do I know what the range on this magma stat would be? How close do we have to stick to Laux?
Yeah, give me an intellect roll for that. That's an excellent question. It's difficulty 3, and your skills will be difficulty 2. So you needed a 6, and you got a 7. So you got it. Yeah, you know that the range is about 20 feet. So you want to stay pretty close.
Okay. Think
All right, everybody.
And I'm not going to be a stickler like, oh,
Gather up.
But as long as you are intentionally staying close, that'll be just fine.
Okay. So, do we want to go ahead and move forward through the skies?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Everybody gather up. Do we move our dinosaur companions as well?
Actually, no. So it's the people that control them. If you want to leave the dinosaur
Okay.
companions where they are, when we need them, I'll pull them in. That might be
Okay,
easier
cool.
than making you guys move them. Otherwise, this just gets complex. So in fact, let me just remove the dino companions here for now.
Um,
There we go.
so this is just like.
I'm going to move. Oh, there we go. So what you see here, as you reach this catwalk, you see this vast subterranean space. It's lit from below by a magma lake. The massive chamber narrows as it rises towards the volcano's top. It's open to the sky high above, though climbing up and out would be no easy task. In fact, it would be a difficult 7 task, so impossible without using effort or skills. The metallic catwalk, which is only about 10 feet or 3 meters wide, vaults across the caldera chamber running east to west, connecting the exterior station to a rocky ledge that surrounds the exterior of Cawdor complex. Both the catwalk and the ledge are about 75 feet above the magma. However, a rocky protrusion rises about 50 feet above the magma lake, about 25 feet below the catwalk, which is home to an immense Apatosaurus anapto, commonly known as an anapto. Think of well, actually, I have a picture here, of a giant, like an Apatosaurus, a Brontosaurus for those that grew up in the 70s and 80s like myself. Even though they don't exist anymore, well, they're now Apatosaurus. It's one of these big long necks. And this thing is on that ledge about 25 feet down, and its head comes up and it can study everyone that comes across this catwalk. This looks like a normal Apatosaurus, however, it has heat-reflective scales, and its tail can withstand direct immersion in magma without coming to harm. It has a cyberset grafted to its head that allows it to receive commands, and more importantly, to detect the all's clear or the friend radio signal from anyone in a group who carries a MagmaStat radio badge. It studies you intently as you approach, and you know that did you not have that MagmaStat, there's a very likely chance that it just sweeps up with its tail and pitches you off into the lava.
Oof.
So yeah, no pressure on that roll to get that MagmaStat.
Okay, so we just gotta cross the bridge.
Yep.
Okay.
And on the other side, you can see a locked door, and this is the locked door right here. And then the ledge kind of sweeps around to the north and south. The door between the caldera chamber and the Cawdor complex itself is electronically locked. This would be like a difficulty 4 check to try and hack this. But there is a large external call button that you could alert the guards inside if you wanted in.
Hold on, I definitely have hacking abilities. Let me just figure out. So if I just use 2 intellect points with hacker, do I get it automatically, or how does that work?
Yeah, so if we look at your abilities, you've got hacker, which let me see if I can get that to open.
It says I gain access to information or a similar device, so I don't know if that applies.
Yeah, you would actually be able to get the code. You could spend 2 points.
Okay.
You get one of them back. You could actually hack into that if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sweet.
Just pop that open.
Let me unlock the door.
You coming, Gibson? And roll it.
Oh, yeah, let me grab these guys and drag them with us.
My screen it's kind of grayed out. I can't see any of the other tokens anymore.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Oh, hang on. Let me give you. Your token doesn't look like it has light. Let me give your token some light real quick.
Oh no!
Vision. Is that better for Roland?
Yes, I can now see
Okay.
everyone else.
Perfect. So we're gonna open the door. Can everyone else see okay?
Yes.
Yes.
So inside the door there are 5 guards here, and each of them look at you like, oh, as though they weren't expecting someone that knew the code to come up to the door. Welcome to Cawdor. You're new here. What are you here for? What department?
Technical support. Rado said he's needs some help with a thorny problem, and that's my specialty.
Well, you'll either find Rados himself in either Time Lab Alpha, Time Lab Beta, or maybe Time Lab Omega. And the other guy says, no, it's Omega today. Oh, yeah, Time Lab Omega.
All right, we'll head there right away. Thanks, gentlemen.
You see another one kind of whisper, go let Valentina know that we have unscheduled visitors.
Oh.
I just stroll confidently forward.
Okay,
and
guys.
hopefully see a sign for Omega.
I'm seeing
somewhere.
multiple doors.
Now you see people in this room up here ahead of us, and this is this room is filled with computer screens and monitors, and several screens show a chamber whose floor is slotted with several massive bioreactors large enough to hold dinosaur-sized subjects. And according to these 3 screens, 4 of the massive bioreactors contain saurian subjects in a sedated state. There are 3 scientists inside this chamber. It looks like they're conducting some sort of ongoing experiment. And they turn and they see Holland, and they say, "Oh, yes, welcome. Are you here to help us with the dinosaur DNA scans? Is that why you've been sent?"
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, take a look at this. And they pull up some data, and you look it over, and some of it makes sense. It looks as though they are scanning dinosaur DNA for clues about time travel. But they mention, of course, only Rados. He knows, really what the purpose of this is. We're just here to do his bidding. But we do believe that the breakthroughs that he has made is based on what we're finding. And so it's very, very fascinating, very exciting.
Hallen is genuinely excited. He's
Right.
not just faking.
Yeah,
This is his whole deal.
This is fantastic stuff. And they're like, if you see him, he's down in Omega. I think, no, I think he's in Alpha today. No, I think it's Omega. And one of them kind of points to the south, down like this end of the map, down here.
Okay.
Cool.
Unless someone objects, I'm going to head that way.
Yeah.
There's a
It's a
door
store.
in front of you.
Ah,
Yeah, you
okay.
open the door. Let's see, room 10. There's massive work tables that hold a couple of flayed dinosaur torsos, which have been soaked in a preservative solution, allowing for ongoing dissection. The whole area smells strongly of preservative fluid, and there's a few genetic scientists here, and they're more than excited to show you what they have discovered. And Mara, you're probably turning a little green at the smells and the sights in here, but you do your best to kind of play it off. You do see there's a locked door right down here. There's also a couple of unlocked doors up here in this corner.
Are they labeled? Is there any signage?
Yes, let me look. There's a fingerprint lock right here. Just simple fingerprint lock. There's no labels, no signage whatsoever. The other doors, the one in the northern wall, there is a sign that says bioreactors, and that would be this door up here. And this other door over here is unlabeled. The scientists see kind of what you're doing, and they're like, oh, only Rados is allowed beyond that point. It's keyed to his finger.
Okay. Well, can I just tell them I'm looking for Time Lab Omega?
Well, that's it right there.
Oh, well, Rados summoned me. Can we get a message into him?
Yes. Here, and he hands you a tablet, and he says, just key your message in here, and wherever Rados is, I'm sure he'll find it. But don't expect a swift reply. And you look at this tablet, and it's marked, SATI. This is official gear. You've worked on the tablets like this. This one looks as though it has been somewhat modified. And the modifications look like it's taken all of the the SATI, firmware out of this, and it's been replaced with something else. Like, you're not able to access SATI databases or anything like that. Essentially, Rados has been locked out, and he's working on his own. But you do have a chance to hack this while you've got this tablet and try and pull some information out of here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Do you want to spend points to do your hacking, or do you want to?
I do. Yeah, no, I will use my hack ability.
So one thing that you find in here is that it does have a database of fingerprints recorded in here, and you do find Rados' fingerprint, and you've got an image of it right there on the tablet.
Okay. Is the tablet scannable by the scanner?
Do you want to try that in front of these scientists, or does you want someone to try and distract
I don't.
them?
I'm just trying to understand it.
It's
I have
unlikely that would work, but you don't know until you try it.
Okay. Trying to think of how to get them to leave the room.
And
How
you
many?
wanna create a
How many are
diversion.
in here? Yeah.
There are 3 in here.
Maybe our dinos are with us, right?
Yes, yep, they're with you. In fact, they're kind of eyeing them like, "Oh, I'd like to take that one apart."
Ew.
Don't we have a flashy dino? Maybe they can put on a bit of a show.
Is that Houdini? Is Houdini the flashy
Yeah,
one?
I think it is.
Yeah, so whoever's controlling Houdini, what would a flashy Houdini do right about now? And someone, I don't want to spoil a solution, but someone I think has a cipher that lets them change the appearance or the shape, structure of someone. And you know
I
what
do
the
have
fingerprint
that.
looks like. So
But it does say it takes 10 minutes.
yeah.
Okay.
Gibson's gonna try and get, because I got the big clumsy dinosaur Toby, so I'm just gonna get Toby to crash about and then knock things over. Maybe that'll distract them.
Give me a level 3 intellect roll, so 9 or higher.
Okay. Nope.
So you want him to discreetly bash about, get their attention. Whoever's controlling Toby, he does not do that. But what does Toby do? He's clumsy.
I think Toby very uncharacteristically is maybe seeing all the flayed dinosaurs is pretty timid. And so he's actually sticking close to Gibson.
Yeah, so
Not
as
flailing
much
around.
as you're trying to coax him to swing his tail, he's not having it.
Oh.
I'm actually gonna try to get my dinosaur to maybe jump around the scientists in the room and maybe draw their attention. Maybe like twirl or something.
Yeah, give me that intellect roll. Nice. And yours is Houdini?
Yeah.
So whoever's controlling Houdini, Houdini's going to do that. What does Houdini do?
Houdini's gonna be like I know, like a peacock, spread his feathers out and try to like flash about. Is that sort of what you wanted?
Yeah. And so as Houdini is doing that, he hops up and starts kind of showing off. I'm going to drop some cards on the table. And Mar, do you want that intrusion?
Can I actually refuse?
Yep, it'll cost you an experience point.
I'll do that.
Okay. The one guy says, "Boy, we sure could have used a tissue sample of that dinosaur's DNA. It's got to come from the brain stem. Unfortunately, it's bad news for the dinosaur, but we've got our hands full now." They were going to try to dissect the dinosaur, so probably for the best that you refuse that. But he does capture their attention because they're thinking about, we could extract this bit of information from his brain, and they're studying his behavior. This gives you a break to try and scan that pad. And give me this will be an intellect roll, and if you're skilled in tech or computers, that will reduce it by 1. And it's going to be a difficulty 3.
Okay. Yeah, I do have. It's difficulty 3 after the reduction.
No, but before, so that'll make it a 2, so 6 or higher.
Okay. Intellect roll, you said, right?
Yes. Oh, so it's not enough to pass. You're holding it up, and it's not acting like it's going to scan. You think, maybe if you could somehow get it closer, but you're pushing it right up against the screen. But there's a little lip. It's almost like a guide to put your finger into, and you can't quite get the image of that up to that little reader because of that gap. You're going to have to come up with another way to get in there. And you could just blatantly hack the door, or you could try to smash it down. We do have Gibson and Toby with us.
Is there any Bunsen
So wait, so they're
burners
distracted. Oh, sorry.
or any sources of flame within the?
Yes, absolutely. So they've got little Bunsen burners. There's gas lines leading to these little burners, and there is some open flames in this room.
I do have the ability to make fire and perhaps make a lab fire, but at the same time, I don't know how dangerous that would be for everybody.
True.
Do it.
Can Toby smash the lock or something? Is it how advanced is this? Is it a door? Is it like a keypad that's locking in the door?
Yep. Well, it's the fingerprint pad. You could try to hack through there if you want to try and hack through, and it would be probably a level 4 intellect roll. If you want to smash the door, it's a level 6 door. So you could.
I mean, I can just hack it. I was trying to do that discreetly. If you're gonna smash it, then I think we're gonna have to fight everyone in here.
So
unless we can restrain these scientists from raising an alarm.
So Laux, here is an option. You have a cipher called allopoiesis. You can create something from nothing. It must be something small, like the size of a fingerprint, and you could. From a tiny device could be created from metal shavings or, dirt or anything. You could make something that looks like that fingerprint and then press it onto the pad. That would probably work.
Okay, I will pass her the tablet and point at the fingerprint image.
All right, I will use my allopholesis.
Perfect. I'm just going to show that that's archived. And what items are you using to make this fingerprint? It could be dust particles, it could be dirt, it could be scales from a dinosaur. What do you use?
I use the dust particles in the air.
So you see the dust particles in the air begin to fall onto the tablet screen, perfectly matching that fingerprint outline. And then you're able to touch it with your finger, and it comes off on your finger. Now, of course, this is going to be reversed, so you're going to have to put it onto another finger, and now you have a perfect fingerprint of Rados on your finger. You could touch that to the screen, and it would open.
All right.
Is that what we're doing?
Are we just going to do that in front of the lab folk?
They're pretty distracted right now with Houdini dancing around, being all flashy.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it.
They are going to see you open the door, but right now they don't see you making the fingerprint. And that fingerprint, it'll last for a day or so. So if you don't need to do it right now, or you can get them out of the room, or you can become a murder hobo, or just do it. And,
Just do it, bro. Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it and run.
Do it. Just do it.
Well. Just do it.
People.
As soon as she does it and the door opens, I hold up the tablet. I say, "Oh, he actually sent for us right away." So,
ooh,
great.
That's
We're
a
gonna head in.
talk roll. That's going to be an intellect roll. These guys are level 3, so to bluff them is a level 3 task. You can spend points, or if you have any skills in social interaction or lying or bluffing, you can use that.
I have none of that, so I'll just do a straight roll.
So 9
And
or higher
if not,
to get them to
we'll
lie.
smash these guys, I guess. Nope.
No.
Very obvious.
You see
All right.
one of them, they look at each other, and then one of them goes over to the wall. There's a big red alarm button. And he's
grab
walking
him.
I'm gonna. Gibson's gonna try and stop that. Gibson's gonna rush at him and try and stop him.
Anyone else
Is that possible?
gonna step in, or let Gibson do that? That's a
Are we
speed
going
roll,
murder
Gibson.
hobo?
That's a level 3 task. Need to beat a 9 on speed in order to get there before him.
Okay, yeah, I'm alright with that.
I can try.
I'm good at I'm good at running. Is that a thing that can help?
Yes, because you're going to sprint, so that's going to reduce it by 1. So you need to roll a 6
Okay.
or higher. And you got a 9.
Oh yeah,
Got
alright.
it. So you get over there. Do you grab his hand? Do you squeeze hard? Are you just knocking him away?
I'm just gonna tackle him. Just
Tackle.
a rugby tackle. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get kind of crouch, you rush him and just tackle him to the floor. The other two, in fact, let me grab some tokens here. I think I've got some genetic scientists. So there's one over here. There is maybe one down here, and then the one over here by the alarm is up here. I'm going to move
Oh my
Gibson up there. Okay, so we are now effectively in initiative order. So let me just bring our... Well, are we going to... Let's find out what we're going to do first. But let's do initiative. That's going to be... These guys are level 3, so it's like they rolled a 9. So you guys can roll a speed roll. If you're trained in initiative, that will make it one level easier. I think one of you is... I think it's Gibson. Otherwise, you need to beat a 9. Nice. So Mar, you go. In fact, your first task will be eased because you jump to action. What about everyone else? 6. So Helen, you're a little slow. Oh, and even slower yet is Laux. How about Roland?
So I had a question.
Yeah.
Rufus has character benefit. He can alert me to the slightest sense of danger, and I gain an asset on initiative
Perfect.
whenever he is within long range.
Yep,
So-
that would work.
Okay.
So that would count as you could beat a level 2. Oh, and a 1. Ooh. You want to re-roll that 1?
No, I'll take
Okay.
the 1.
So I think the only one that goes first was Mar. Yeah, so Mar, you're first, then the genetic scientists, and then everyone else. So Mar, what do you do?
I think I'll rush in at the one that's going to hit the alarm, and I'll just try to pull him away, maybe push him to the ground or something.
Let me grab some companions here too. So that's going to be a might roll if you're trying to knock him to the ground.
Okay.
These are level 3, so that means your difficulty is 3, so that's a 9 or higher, unless you want to spend points or you're trained in something along the lines of rushing and brawling and knocking things down.
I think I'm gonna use points.
Okay. So then it's a 6 or higher that you need to roll.
Yeah.
And you got it. So you get there, and which guy are you knocking to the ground?
The one that was going for the alarm.
Well, so Gibson has that one already tackled.
Oh, okay. I guess just if I see any of the other ones, maybe walking towards the alarm, I'll go for them.
So we'll put you up here with this one. So you've got him basically restrained. Now it's their turn. These two are going to try to fight the two of you off. They're pushing and shoving. This is going to be in this case, it's a might defense roll for Gibson and for... sorry, Mar. Your companion can go as well. But Gibson beats the might defense roll, and Mar, give me a might defense roll. You need to beat a 9 or higher. Perfect. What does Houdini do, Mar?
I think I'll command him to maybe go after
The other one?
the other one that's not occupied.
So it's a level 3 intellect roll. And he does. So whoever's controlling Houdini, what does Houdini do to try to occupy this guy right here?
Give him a bite.
Ooh,
Bite on the knee.
Nice. So, Mar, give me a roll for Houdini. That's going to be a speed roll to bite him on the knee. Beat a 9.
Oh man.
Nope, not quite. But he's tangled up with him, and so that's going to at least prevent him from going over and pushing the alarm. So now, their turn. Those two guys tried unsuccessfully to push Gibson and Mar off. This one here is going to try to... he actually has in his pocket a little syringe that they use to sedate dinos. And he's going to try and stick Houdini with that syringe. So that is a speed defense roll for Houdini. Mar, if you want to make that, you need to get a 9 or higher.
Oh man.
Do you have XP?
I don't.
Okay. What happens to Houdini is stuck with this. Houdini will not go next round, and then after that he will drop to 0 and be unconscious.
He is not having a good time.
Not a good day for Houdini. Okay, let's go to everyone else. Let's start with Laux.
All right. I'm gonna do my favorite thing. I'm gonna start blasting.
Nice.
Let's see. I'm right there. I'm seeing who's around me right now. This one was the one near the button.
The one up here by Gibson. Yeah, this one up here.
Yeah. So we have Mar, and let's blast the one near Houdini actually, as vengeance.
Nice. So that's a level 3 speed roll to blast him. I can't wait till Gibson pulls out the solar chainsaw and just goes down on this guy. That is a hit with a blast, and your blast does 6.
Yes.
He has 6 hit points. How do you incapacitate or do you kill?
Let's incapacitate for now.
Okay, he drops, and he is unconscious and bleeding out. What about your dino? What is your dino doing?
My dino.
Yours is Posh, right?
Posh. Yep. Is there enough room for him to soar around in here?
It's a tall chamber, so they'll bring in big pieces of dinosaur, but it's not more than probably 15 or 20 feet high. But he's small. He could soar around.
Yeah, let's try to get him to do his soar and direct.
Perfect. So that's a
Move.
level 3 intellect roll. No. So who is controlling Posh? What does Posh do? He does not try to soar and direct. What does Posh do? There's a lovely open door right here, and Posh maybe doesn't like the looks of dissected dinosaurs. What does Posh do?
I think he gets scared. I think perhaps he flies up and finds a rafter.
Oh,
Kinda,
nice.
I
finds
can't
a
even
safe
blame him,
spot.
honestly.
Like a pigeon. He's just up there like, this is horrible. Get me out of here. Perfect. Let's go to Hallen. What are you doing?
Can I just try to convince them to surrender?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's going to be an intellect roll. These guys, again, they're level 3. Because one of them has already been dropped, that's going to ease the task. Goes level 2. And these guys are scientists. They're not soldiers or warriors. Whatever's happening, they want no part of it. So, level 2 task, intellect roll. Oh, and you got it. Because that beats a level 2. What do you say?
It's like, this doesn't have to go badly for you. Just let me tie you up, and we'll be on our way.
They look at each other, and they look at their companion, who is lying on the ground in a ever-growing pool of blood, and they move into the corner and sit down, and they hold their hands out so that you can restrain them. In fact, they even show you where they have zip ties. You can use these as restraints, and just not too tight on my wrists. I have delicate skin, and you get the sense these guys are going to just sit quietly.
I'm gonna put duct tape over their mouths to be safe.
Nice.
I have some of that in my toolkit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, and so go ahead.
I was going to say, is your dino doing anything?
No, not no. I'm just keeping her close.
Now, Roland, from where you are, you see this open door over here. You know that there were other scientists in there. You guys have been making some noise. What does Roland do?
Well, if he can see out that door, do they look to be investigating the disturbance?
Yeah, you see a couple of faces of scientists as they come over near the door. They're kind of looking through, like, hey, everything okay in there? We heard sounds.
I'll give him a thumbs up. Say, yep, it's all fine. We'll just have a containment leak. Don't worry about it. We've got it all under control. Just close that door so it doesn't spread to the rest of the facility.
That's a bluffing roll,
Ooh.
and the last thing that these genetic scientists want to hear is a containment leak, and so that's going to ease the task by 1. That's an intellect roll, so that's going to make
I'm
it a
also
level.
trained in trickery.
Oh, perfect. So that's going to reduce it by 1 more. So that's a level 1. You need to just roll a 3 or higher. If you spend effort, it'll make it a 0. You don't even need to roll.
Sorry, so it was intellect?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Got it. And so that they're like, yeah, put on your masks, and they shut the door, and then you hear it lock behind you.
Very good.
You've got the room to yourselves.
Do we want to check these other rooms before we go confront Rados, or just go straight in?
We might as well. There could be good stuff in there.
There could be good stuff in there. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
Where do you go from
So-
here?
Gibson's gonna be a little bit impatient and try to bust through the door. To the open door to find that scientist. Like, hey, let's get it over and done with.
Oh, okay. You're Leroy Jenkinson.
Gibson Jenkins. You pop that door open, and inside you can see Time Lab Omega. Let me read this for you. Inside, the wide chamber consists of a time anomaly. You know what these are. These are the things that you can walk into to refresh your ciphers. This is bigger than any anomaly you've ever seen. It's almost like a swirling patch of light. It's a pearlescent static rect sphere, and it seems to be held in place between 3 large crystal waveguides fixed to the floor. You've never seen this. These are typically transitory, but this one looks as though it's been put here purposefully and it's maintained. Time anomalies are typically very transient. They last for minutes or hours, maybe a day at the most, but it looks like this has been here for a long time. You could step into this anomaly to regain ciphers. You would have done that before. You don't see Rados in here.
We see
Can,
anyone?
can I turn on my cipher? The Time Seeker cipher?
Yes.
It lasts for a day.
What does the Time Seeker cipher do?
So within a 1.6 kilometer radius, I can pinpoint any current time anomalies in the area.
Fantastic. So what you you detect the one directly in front of you. You also detect 2 others, and they are. Let me point to where they are on the. It's going to be dark on the map, but I'm going to ping those locations for you. Let me just grab them real quick. Let's see. So there is one right here, and there is one up here. Did you see?
So where's the nearest one?
The nearest one is going to be up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then the other one's like really far away, like over
kind
there.
of far away in the upper right-hand corner.
Oof.
Does anyone walk into the anomaly to try and refresh your ciphers?
I would like to. And
I haven't used my. Sorry, go ahead.
So if you haven't used them, then it would do nothing for you.
I was going to say, can I just use them and then pop in?
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, well, I'm going to activate my dino senses, which is good for an hour.
Perfect.
And I'll alter blink to look scarier.
Nice.
Maybe like more mutated, more.
Oh,
I
that
don't
won't
know.
set off anyone's alarms or anything.
Yeah, this fits right in. I assume here.
Now, with your dino senses, you detect the presence of dinosaurs. You can smell them to the north, somewhere up there. There's dinosaurs
okay.
in this complex.
Okay.
I would like to activate my dino flesh before replenishing,
Fantastic.
which just gives me enough to armor.
Nice. So let me give you a buff to your armor here. So that is +1 to armor. Let me give you dino flesh. Perfect. You now have dino flesh.
Thank you.
And let me mark that as used. And then when you step into the, let's do Mar. You were first into the time sphere or the time anomaly,
Yeah.
and you had used one of your ciphers.
Yes.
I'm going to throw a different cipher on there. Let's do that one right there. So you now have a new cipher on there, Mar.
And I also wanted to use an ability.
What ability?
So it's called Time Tap.
Okay.
And it says using equipment unique to you, you can connect to a time anomaly and ask it a basic question about a current event, experience, or person. And
Ooh.
if I succeed, it will give me a vision of the answer.
Okay. I love that. Let's take care of that right now. So, is there a cost for you? You got 2 intellect points. You have an edge of 1, so it will only cost you 1 intellect point.
Okay.
Are you connecting to this time anomaly?
Yeah.
Okay. What one question about a recent or current event, experience, or person do you ask?
I want to ask it where the scientist is that we need to find.
So you have a vision of the answer. And the vision you have is that Rados came into this room, and you see him. He's got black hair. It's kind of graying around the edges. I think I even have... Let me see if I have a picture of Rados. Yeah, right here. So you see his hair is kind of wild and unkempt. You can see this glowing sphere behind him. He walks into this room. He steps into the anomaly, and he's not alone. With him, he's got his companion, this huge, spiky dinosaur. This thing looks just, if Toby's kind of a cute version of this thing looks absolutely horrible. It's an armored king, the bastion of Sati's defense, an Acroplosyrix. These things are absolutely dangerous, and it walks in there with him. And he goes into that anomaly, and you get the image is fuzzy in here, but you get an image of him holding something, and it looks like some sort of device used to anchor this time anomaly here. You know that if you were able to get that device from probably here or the other anomalies, they would no longer be forced to stay here. You could release these anomalies. It would disrupt all of Rados' plans. It would probably pull him out of this anomaly. He's hiding somewhere in that anomaly, in time, right now. And to get him out, you need to find those anchors from the other two and this one.
Okay.
Anyone else want to replenish ciphers?
Yes, please.
Perfect. So I think I put some on Laux. Yeah, Laux now has Gifted Healing and Nessium.
Thank you.
Anyone else want to go in and grab ciphers?
Sure, I would just plug myself with a glow and then go in just to replenish my 2. Not that I need to, because it lasts a day, I guess.
Yeah. So let me archive those. I'm going to give you 2 new ones for Gibson. Let's do... Perfect. And let's see. And let's see, Hallen, you did Dino Senses? Or was that someone else? Did you use both of your ciphers?
Oh, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah, I activated both.
Alright, then let me give you 2 new ones as well. And Roland, did you use any ciphers?
I just used one of mine.
Okay, I'll give you a new one as well. Perfect. Alright, everyone should have full ciphers.
Yes.
Mar, you're the first one to go. When you have this vision, you go into this. You step into the anomaly to recharge these things, and once inside, you sense where that anchor is. You can remove that now. If you can remove all 3 of the anchors, it will disrupt the timelines, forcing Rados to be here. You could save this one for last, because then you'll know he's here. Otherwise, if you release the others, there's a good chance as soon as you release the last one, he will show up here in this room where you guys won't be. So do you want to save this time anchor for last?
Yeah, I guess we could.
Okay. So then where do we go from here? We know that one of the time anomalies is up here, and the other one is in the upper right-hand corner.
So we can just remove this one and then keep on removing until the last one, and then remove the last one, and it'll be the last one, right?
So
Is that how it works?
the problem, if you remove this one, if you remove this one last, when you extract it, Rados will be right here. If you remove this one now, as soon as you extract the last one in one of the other rooms, Rados will show up here, and there's a chance he gets away. But if you want to...
Oh, he shows up here.
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll show up here. He's in this
Oh.
anomaly.
This one.
So we
Oh,
probably
okay.
don't want to
Never
pull
mind
this
then.
anchor yet. This is probably the last anchor that
Yeah.
we want to pull.
Yeah, you want to pull that last one. Yeah. Cool.
All right, so where to? We've got a door there that we can take to get up the hallway. We can go back through this door where we told those scientists, there was a spill. Or we could continue on exploring other parts of the Cawdor complex.
We'll go through the whole. I want to go through the hallway and to the nearest one. Is that cool?
Yeah. We can go through there. This leads into a equipment storage, and these rooms are packed with solvents, other chemicals, some microscopes, slides, lab coats, goggles, things like that. And then there's another doorway in here. If you pop that doorway, it goes out into a hallway that you've been in this hallway before. And
Is this door on the left open?
Yeah.
Or unlocked?
That one up there is unlocked. That's more storage. Right there.
Okay.
And you sense that anomaly is just right up here. So as we get close, this is Time Lab Alpha. That's number 8. Scientific machinery surrounds a wavering time anomaly open in this chamber. There's a door big enough to admit even large dinosaurs on the east side of the chamber, and you know there's an anchor in here. You just need to get it. To get this time anomaly, someone needs to go inside of there, and it's a level 4 task to pull that anchor out.
Oh.
And only one of you can undertake it. Who goes in? And the temporal scientists in here are studying this, and they see you, and you may need to explain what you're doing before you walk into that thing, before they raise an alarm. So up there in that room, we've got Gibson, Mar, and Roland. Which one of you wants to try and get that time?
Sorry.
Anchor?
How do I find my token? I just realized I've been moving Toby around and I lost myself somehow.
So you can readjust this. You can zoom in or out using the scroll wheel, or you can drag the screen. You can hold down the right button and move the mouse
Yeah.
and drag the screen.
I think maybe my character's in the dark or something because I don't.
They're probably down here somewhere.
All right,
Yeah.
Let me select.
Um,
There
is
he
it
is.
a-
Okay, now I got him.
Nice.
I couldn't see him because
Yeah, I'm watching
he's in
Toby
the
like
dark.
do all this exploring. I'm like, what an inquisitive dinosaur. Sorry, what was that, Mar?
Oh, is it a might
Oh, I see.
task or a speed task?
It would
to
be an
get-
intellect task.
Okay.
To get in and get that time anchor.
So I guess I
I
could
can-
probably do it, or if someone
Okay,
wants to.
no, you can. Go for it.
Do you want to spend any effort on this?
I will spend effort. Yeah.
So do you have edge in intellect?
I do.
So that'll reduce it by 1, so it'll cost you 2 points. And that'll make it a level 3 task, so 9 or higher.
Um, 1 point off.
You still manage to get it. However, I'm gonna throw out an intrusion here. So let's do another intrusion. And this is gonna be to Mar again. So Mar, you can choose to accept that. These scientists are not happy with what you've done. And let me give you the anchor as well on your character sheet. Why am I not seeing your token here, Mar? Are you up in 8? Are you under someone? Oh, yep, there you are. There you are. Perfect. I'm going to give you the time anchor on your equipment. But these temporal scientists in here, they are not happy to see you go in and pull this out because it destabilizes the anomaly and it collapses. And they immediately begin shouting, "Hey, hey, hey, what are you doing? This is most irregular." Gibson, you had mentioned, or you had success before using your might to coerce scientists into choosing the path of least resistance. You're looking your intimidating self. If you want to give me an intimidation roll, that would be a might roll to try and intimidate them. These guys are level 2, so that is a 6 or higher.
I'm gonna pull out my solar chainsaw and just flash it around,
Nice.
Blah, blah, yeah, acting like Jason, and then like, hey, you really want this?
So that's going to drop it by 1. Plus, you've got skills in intimidation. That's going to make it a level 0. You don't even need to roll. You can roll because if you get a 20, good things will happen. Yeah. So they're like, nope, and they all open this door and they bolt through the door.
Awesome.
Yeah, they want
We better
nothing to
follow
do-
them.
Nothing to do with you. If you follow this next room, this is the room that smells of dinosaurs. This area contains several massive pens for keeping dinosaurs, as well as a gigantic wall unit containing a popular kind of dinosaur kibble. This is popular with breeders and scientists, but most dinosaurs only eat kibble when nothing better is available. And right now, only one cell is inhabited. It holds 3 platypodes. These are the duck-billed dinosaurs. No staff member is assigned to this chamber on a permanent basis because feeding and care occurs twice a day, and it's usually carried out by a rotating crew of guards from other areas. There's another cell that's open but empty, filled with signs of habitation, and you see the door. As you come in, this door here closes. It looks like those scientists went through that door.
Which I think the other anomaly was in that direction, right?
It was.
Could we just release these dinosaurs to perhaps create some
chaos. Yeah.
Maybe
So there is
wreck?
there's a pretty simple gate control here. It'll take an intellect roll. It's like a level 3 to just figure out the override on the gates. In the event of a fire, they don't want the dinosaurs trapped in here, so you could try and get that override if you want to attempt it yourself, or we do have a tech that's quite skilled with these things.
Before I open it, can I use my dino senses to try to get a feel for how these guys are feeling and what they'll do when we let them out?
They are hungry, and you get the sense they're going to go right for the kibble.
Okay.
What happens if they go right for us?
That's
You know?
Are they
true.
herbivores or carnivores?
These
I don't.
ones are they're herbivores, and it's the
That's what I thought.
kibble is
Okay.
mostly ground up plant material.
Corn.
Yeah, it's all corn. It's silage. It's just rotten cow food. But they would love this, and then you see them as they see you. They think it's feeding time, and they're getting all excited and agitated. I need Gibson to give me a roll to control Toby before he goes and just tears open the kibble and goes to town on it. It's a level 3 intellect roll. Yeah, you managed to know Toby, and he's eyeballing it and just he wants that kibble, but he's going to listen to you. So the person controlling Toby, what does Toby do?
I think Toby is obeying, but he's doing that whimpering
Whimper.
puppy dog, like looking up at you, like, "Come on, just a little, come on."
One bite won't hurt. Roland, if you want to open that gate, it's a level 3 intellect roll. If you've got any skills with computers or tech or hacking.
I do not.
I'll just push you aside. Said let me handle this. I got
this.
it.
Perfect. So that'll. In fact, I think you have tech tools plus you have the skills. That'll make it a level 1. That's a 3 or higher. Yep, you got it. So you open this up, and they bolt across. They leave the confines. Well, he went through the wall. They leave the confines of the room, and they bolt, rushing past you. This stampede of dinosaurs as they just dig into the kibble, and you hear the kibble just clattering all across the floor as they're just going, hell bent for leather. This is like the greatest day ever. The day when they figured out how to open the fridge, kind of thing. You do have 2 doors here. You've got a door in the south wall and a door in the east wall.
Where was the other time anomaly that we saw?
It was somewhere in this direction, so you're very close.
Okay.
Which is also where the scientists ran to.
Exactly.
I think.
Mm.
Okay.
So this room, number 14, this is a research room. There's lab space here. There's desks. There's no scientists here at the moment, but you do see there's information on their computer screens about nutrient uptake and other specific dino diet research. And there's a door in the wall here. There's nothing here about the time anomalies or anything of the sort.
Yeah.
Here you find a long hallway extending north and south with doors at either end, as well as 2 doors in the eastern wall. One of them, this one here, appears to be locked.
I'm going to take a look at the north one and just go through that, and that's unlocked, and see what's going on there.
It is unlocked, and you find yourself in Time Lab Beta. And there is scientific machinery that surrounds a wavering time anomaly open in this chamber. It emits a strange whine for some weird reason. The other time anomalies didn't do this. This one looks just like Time Lab Alpha, where you've already been, including the presence of some temporal scientists, and they are very agitated. And they say, "There, that's them right there." And one of them looks at you, and from a small panel in the wall emerges 4 little guard raptors. Oh, come on. I don't know why they're disappearing. Here we are. And we're going to be in battle. Let me grab some companions here. So there's Rufus, there's Blink, Posh. There's Houdini, and there is Toby. So the scientists in here, because they're frightened, they're level 2. These raptors are level 3. So, but their initiative is a 9. So you guys will need to make a speed roll and beat a 9. If you're trained in initiative, you just need to beat a 6. Excellent. Excellent. Okay.
Oh.
Mar, not so hot, and Hallen, not so hot. But Gibson, Laux, and Roland, you go first, then the bad guys, and then Mar and Holland. So, Gibson, let's let you go first. This seems to be what you're best at.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm the brute. So is there scientists and there's dinosaurs?
Yes.
That's what's happening?
Yep. So there are.
Okay.
There's 2 scientists in here and 4 packs of little guard raptors.
I'm gonna run to like what I think is like about the center, like,
Okay.
and then do my typical draw the pack skill again.
Perfect. And that draws. Was it 3?
Yeah, it says
Yeah,
3.
up to 3 creatures.
Attention officer.
And I'm going to say you
Yeah.
draw the raptors, not the scientists. The scientists would actually back away from you. So I'm going to draw these around you. Perfect. So as you roar, as you charge in, do you want to make an attack?
Yeah, I'll use the solar chainsaw and just see if I can do anything.
Perfect. These are
Oh.
level 3. Oh, okay. So you can either do +4 damage or you can do a major effect. The +4 damage, these guys have 9 health. You would actually take out one of these. The major effect is that all of your companion, or all of your friends, not just your animal companion, but they would it would be eased by 1 for all of their attacks as well. Do you want to kill one outright, or do you want to give everyone else a bonus?
I just kill one outright. Probably is faster.
Nice.
Yeah.
You just hack right through those raptors. What is Toby?
Brrr, and then just cut one down. Yeah. You told me you will charge at 1. Told you you'll just charge at 1.
Give me that intellect roll to control Toby.
Let's see, Toby.
He does it. All right.
Oh yeah.
Make the attack roll for Toby. That is a might roll. Beat a 9. Got it.
Yep.
So, person controlling Toby, what does Toby do to this raptor down here?
Toby is still a little bit mad about not getting the kibble he wanted. And so he's going to just take out his frustrations on this raptor, just swinging and stomping.
Awesome. Let's go to Roland.
Right, Roland is getting a shot ready for these raptors.
Okay. Take your shot. Beat a 9 or higher. Oh. Do you have an XP?
No, I won't spend it.
What is Rufus doing?
He will try and pin down that same group of raptors, or at least try and distract them.
Give me a level 3 intellect roll. Yes. And give me a speed roll for Rufus. Needs to beat a 9. No, got a 6. So, person controlling Rufus, what does Rufus do? He goes up and he wants to attack, but it fails. Maybe describe that for us.
So maybe he sees that there are other raptors, because he's a raptor, and maybe he's just like snarling at it because it's like competition, I guess. So he's like poised to attack, but he's not attacking yet.
Nice. I love it. Let's go to Laux.
Alright. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna be blasted.
Sweet.
And let's blast one of the guys in the back.
Ooh, one of the
So let's
scientists?
go.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you need to
Let's
just
go for
roll
that
a
one.
6 or higher. This is difficulty 2.
Yeah.
And you got him.
We'll take it.
You bore a hole right through that guy. And he looks down just fascinated, like, oh, look at that, it cauterized the edges. Then he looks up at you and falls face first onto the ground. How about Posh? What's Posh doing?
Posh is going to, you know what? He's going to swoop attack.
Oh,
He hasn't
love
really
it.
done anything like that yet. And we'll have him go for the other scientist over here.
Okay, give me an intellect roll to see if Posh will listen. Posh does listen, so that's a speed roll for Posh to do the attack, the swoop.
Alright.
And you needed a 6, so that beats it. So, person controlling Posh, tell me how Posh swoops down at this scientist.
He swoops down and claws at his, I guess his face would be the closest target for him.
Nice. Let's go to the dinos, and then we've got Mar and Hallen. So the dinos, these raptors up here, are attacking Gibson. So Gibson, that's a speed defense roll. You need to beat a 9 or higher. Oh, a natural 20. So you get a major effect. I'm going to say that not only is your defense so solid, but you get a chance to do a counterattack. So if you want to do a counterattack
Nice.
on those guard raptors, you can. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Whoa.
Do you want to take them out? That's enough to do. You can do 10 damage. Do you take out that?
Yeah, sure. I go brr, and then and then just again.
As they tried to bite, you just bring the chainsaw up to block. These other ones are going to go after you as well. So that's another speed defense roll. You need to beat a 9. Got it. And let's go to this last one down below Toby. He's going to actually attack Toby. So Toby needs to make a speed defense roll. So Gibson, you can roll that. And Toby passes as well. Perfect. Let's go to Mar.
Okay, I'm gonna go at maybe this one that's attacking Toby. I'll go
Okay.
after that with my shiv.
Perfect. That is a hit. Is that 2 damage?
Yes.
Perfect. And what is Houdini doing?
I think he'll go after the same one that I just attacked.
Okay. Level 3 intellect roll to convince Houdini to attack.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And now make a speed roll for Houdini. Raptor on raptor action here.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Do you want to do
Oh.
an additional points of damage, which would actually be enough to take it out?
Yeah, I'll do that.
So how does Houdini take out these other raptors?
Houdini's gonna jump and then just frickin' rip the head off.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Houdini's kind of flashy and fun to watch. You've never seen this side of Houdini, and it's brutal. This is, nature unvarnished. Let's go to Howland.
So the scientist that got killed, can I check his pockets for one of those tranquilizing syringes?
Ooh, absolutely. That'll be your action. That's going to be like a speed check. He was over here. That's going to be a perception roll. That's level 2.
Ugh.
Oh, no. you poke around and you don't see any in his pocket.
Okay.
How about you?
And I'll ask Blink. I'll tell Blink to go for the raptor's eyes and see if she can blind it.
Nice. Level 3 intellect roll, please. Oh, you got it. All right. That's a speed roll for Blink to go for the raptor's eyes. You guys are steamrolling them. Person controlling Blink, tell me how that happens.
Blink thinks of the eyes is like tasty little treats. And
Little eggs, if you will.
like little tiny eggs. And so goes straight for them, super focused, and just plucks them right out.
Nice. Gibson, you're up.
Gibson's just gonna do the typical flash the solar chainsaw around and just go for it.
Nice.
Try to chop the guy.
Level
Yeah.
3.
So
Oh,
nope.
Do you have an XP? Do you want to spend it?
I don't think I have an XP.
You may not. No, you do. You have 2, actually.
Oh, do I? I'll get it. Can I get a reroll?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep. Take off one of the XP and then go ahead and reroll. There we go. That's a hit. That's 6 damage. Oh, they're sitting on 1 point. Toby can maybe finish him off. You want to have Toby see what he can do?
Yeah, I'll do an intellect roll on Toby.
No. So
Nope.
Toby does not listen. Person controlling Toby. What does Toby do?
I think Toby's gonna try to sneakily back towards the door and see if he can get some of that
He
kibble after
smells
all.
that delicious kibble, so he starts to disengage and head towards the door. You're like, Toby, no, Toby. But
Hey, Toby, what?
He is not listening at all. Roland.
Where you going, Toby?
He looks at you like, but there's kibble. What does Roland have?
Well, he will spend some speed points and ease this task.
Okay. So they need to
And then
roll
he'll,
a 6.
Yep, he will take another shot at these raptors.
And you got him. That's 4 damage. How do you take out the raptors?
Yeah, another well-placed shot right through the heart of the lead raptor. Takes him down.
What about Rufus?
Rufus will head over towards this scientist that is being attacked by Posh and try and pin him down.
It's a level 3 intellect roll. No. So, person controlling Rufus, what does Rufus do? He does not go to the scientist to pin them down.
Maybe he's just
Is he going with Toby to get the kibble?
Yeah, he could be doing that. Maybe he's celebrating the kills of the other raptors or
Nice.
something like that.
He's smearing blood on his feathers to look imposing.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Let's go to Laux. You're up.
All right, let's keep blasting. Let's see. We got. Let's keep on going for this last guy over here.
Okay.
So rolling to hit.
Oh, okay. How do you do this? How do you take him out?
I'm gonna do my favorite. I'm gonna do a headshot.
Nice.
He's getting okay at those now. So he blasts his head off before he knows what's happening.
Excellent. We have another time anomaly here. We need someone to go in and get that anchor. It's a level 4 intellect task. Who's going to go in there?
I can do it.
Sweet.
So I'll burn 2 intellect.
Okay. Now it's a level 3. You need to roll a 9 or higher.
Is this doesn't count as tech or anything?
This
for the
would be
purpose
tech.
of
Yeah,
the
this would be
skills?
tech. Yep, the anchor
Okay,
is
so I'll
definitely
also
tech.
apply
Perfect.
technology.
Okay, so now it's a level 2 task, so 6 or higher.
Woo!
Oh,
Close.
And, yep, because of that effort, you got it. So, let me drop that onto your character, the time anchor. Okay, you have removed 2 of the anchors. All that remains is to go and remove the 3rd and stop Rados.
All right.
Can I, now that they're all dead, can I just check the scientist's pockets for anything of interest?
Yeah, so there's another scientist if you want to give him the once over. That's a level 2 intellect task to check his pockets. Ooh, barely.
Scared me.
He does have a syringe. It's not labeled. You're not sure what this is, but he does have a syringe in there.
I will take
It
it.
looks just like the other tranquilizer syringe. So.
Here's hoping.
Perfect. And then I don't have an item on Foundry for that, so just remember you have it. It will be some flavor if you try to use it, and it actually will be spectacular if it succeeds. So.
Okay.
Do we head down the hallway? Head back to the time lab.
My token got stuck in the door.
Uh-oh.
I can't access it.
Let me.
You just got stuck.
Oh, that is stuck.
Yeah, I can't get to it.
Well, thanks for playing with us. Let me see if I can just grab all these tokens and move them. Yeah.
You did say there's a locked door. Can I just bash that one in while I'm on my way out? Just see what's inside.
So yeah, that locked door is right here, and there is a nameplate out front. It says Rados on the nameplate. This is probably his personal quarters.
Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely want to get in there. I just smash. It's just smash and see.
So that is a difficulty 6 to smash that in. It also has a finger lock set to Rados' prints. You still have that print if you guys want to use the finger lock.
Oh, cool. Just open it. Yeah.
It lasts for a minute. Inside the room. Let's see. It's plastered with genetic engineering schematics and plans for all kinds of temporal research. Making sense of this would require at least a few hours of study, but this would be of inestimable value to SATI, and so you know that taking this is definitely going to be a great boon to SATI. There's also another magma stat in here, so if you didn't already have one, this is where you can get one, but you already have one, so at this point you don't need it. But now you have Rados' plans, essentially, so this is exactly what SATI wanted. So wonderful. Now you just have to stop Rados.
Cool, I'm going to stuff my pants with it and then just go.
Perfect. Just hope there's no flames, no fires. You'll be just fine.
Yep.
All right. There's two doors down here. In fact, this one you peek in. It's just equipment storage, just like the others. It's got, maybe some spare kibble and things like that. Your dinos gonna freak out a little bit. Toby actually goes and just bites off the end of a sack and just starts munching on kibble, and looks at you like, "Go ahead and judge me. Lay off me. I'm starving." There is a doorway at the end of the hall here, and this is there's a sign out front that says library, and there's a glass partition you can peer through. You see reading tables, lamps, comfortable chairs, and shelves of books that fill the chamber here. There is no one in the library at present, but there is a doorway leading off into the side. And
Alright, guys.
This opens into a hallway.
Oh. Oh, shucks.
Perfect. So this is the room with the scientists. We've seen these guys before, and just down here is the third time anomaly. These guys are still tied up. They kind of wave at you. Hey, can you free us yet? Are you done ransacking the complex? We just work here.
I think I'm stuck underneath the scientist.
Let's see. Let me move some scientists out. There we are.
Oh, thank you.
Move them out of the way. It's like, now's not the time for that, Laux. Come on.
Great. Oh my god, I think I'm stuck underneath the door.
You didn't know that the complex was as dangerous as all that. Let me move.
I'm a menace and I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Is this door locked? We've been in there.
That one is not locked. You have not been in there.
Oh, there's somebody in there.
Oh. Okay.
Shut that door behind you.
Yep.
Is that the one we need to go into?
No.
Oh,
this is the one down here to the south. I'm gonna drag your dino companions in here. This is the scene of the final confrontation. So.
Oi.
You have two of the time anchors. Let me grab. Make sure we got all the companions here. Houdini. Perfect. Someone needs to go in and remove the last time anchor.
Before they do that, I'm just going to cast my Cypher, just the local way Cypher on my chainsaw.
Oh, perfect.
distance.
And
Yeah.
so the look away is changes the light waves around it so that it seems
Yeah.
invisible. So anyone who looks there will kind of get a headache, but they will not see your saw. That's going to give you a boon, ease the task if you do a sneak attack with that thing for the first attack, because they won't see it.
I would also like to use my Nescium,
Okay.
which gives me 1 edge to my intellect for 10 minutes.
Perfect. So I'm going to add an intellect edge of 1 for you. Awesome. Excellent.
And does using the Cypher cost an action, or is it?
So if you do it in combat, it takes an action. But if you do it now, we're not really in rounds.
So I'll use my meditation aid just to get my intellect back to full.
Perfect. Then you can go ahead and bump that back up. Any other preparations anyone needs to make?
I'd like to use my Enduring Shield Cypher,
Okay.
and it gives me an asset to speed defense rolls.
Nice. So when you make those defense rolls, just remember you get an asset when you ease that task by 1 level. Fantastic. That is how shields
I might as well.
work in Cypher System. Sorry, what was that?
Nice.
Oh, I might as well also put on my last cipher, the delineator,
Nice.
just to print a map on myself in case I need to escape.
Nice. So actually, what you did, you imprint a map of the complex on your skin, so that if you need to make a hasty retreat, you know the most direct way out.
Oh, I better take off my shirt then, just so everyone sees me.
Excellent. Who goes for that last temporal anchor?
I'll do it.
Sweet. Level 4 intellect roll.
Alright. Bummer.
Okay. Here is what happens. I'm going to give Laux an intrusion. You can accept it, or you can spend an experience point to refuse it. If you accept it, you'll get an XP and give one to someone else, and then something bad will happen.
Alright.
You accept it or reject it. You accept it. Alright, here is what happens. You get the anchor, but when you do, the entire volcano begins to shudder as the temporal wave collapses. You hear an alert go off in the complex.
Eruption event spiked to 80% probability.
Oh.
Evacuate immediately.
It's an evacuation warning. An eruption event has spiked to 80% probability. Evacuate immediately. And this repeats every 30 seconds or so, just to warn everyone of what is happening.
Eruption event spiked
Red
to
lights
80%
begin to flash in here. The
Evacuate
stable, or the
immediately.
complex is now on unstable ground. When you pull out the time anchor, there's a roll of thunder and a shudder of the entire volcano, a blinding flash of light, and all that remains is Rados and his dinosaur. Rados looks bedraggled. He looks frazzled, as though he has been in some sort of danger, perhaps. This man looks power hungry and a bit mad, and convinced that he was going to be the savior of the world, but now that has all come to a finish because of your meddling. You meddling kids, if this was Scooby-Doo. He looks at all of you, sees the time anchor in Laps's hand, and wastes no time in attacking. Now his companion, his Acroplosirex, is a level 5 creature, so that's like it rolled a 15 in combat, and Rados is also level 5. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to use the combat mechanics for Foundry to keep track of our initiative. So I'm going to grab everybody here, and this is probably going to screw up the companion. So I'm going to then remove the companions, from the thing. So give me 1 second. Let me remove Okay. So, if you go to on Foundry, there's the toolbar on the upper right. There's 2 crossed swords, and that is where you can roll your initiative. You can click on the little dice button next to your character's name. It will let you roll that, and then it will track that. For ooh, that's not good.
There we go.
There we go. Nice. And logs. Excellent. All right.
My bad.
Oh, no worries. Sorry, I'm having issues with my screen here. So Roland is up first.
Yes. So I cannot see Rados. Is he supposed to be visible? He might be in the darkness, I suppose.
Yeah, he might be in the dark. If you move forward, he's down here.
Ah, okay.
His dino companion has a lot of armor and a very vicious attack. Rados is not as armored as the dinosaur, but he does have some. He's got like a ballistic vest on his chest.
Well, I think I'll probably target the dinosaur to start. It seems like it's going to be the greater threat.
Yep.
I will spend 3 speed points to ease this.
So that's going to be a level 4 task, so 12 or higher.
Nope.
That is a miss. How about your dinosaur? What's your dino doing?
He will try and pin down the Rados if he can.
So that's an intellect roll to get Rufus to obey. No. So, person controlling Rufus, what does Rufus do? He does not want to go pin down Rados.
He's probably distracted by the evacuation warning going on.
Yeah, there's a red light on the wall over here, and he's leaping up and probably biting at it.
Yeah.
The Acroplossaurus. He is going to charge up. He is going after Gibson. So Gibson, this is a speed defense roll. This thing attacks at a level 5, so that's going to be a 15. If you're trained in speed defense, or if you had the, I forget
Can I
who
spin?
had the
Can I?
shield.
Can I spend points?
Yes, absolutely. So you can spend speed points to make that easier for you.
Yep. Okay, I'll spend. So I spend 3. I guess I'll try as 3.
Yeah. So that will,
Nope.
Nope, not quite. So you're going to take a hit. It's 6 points of damage. Your armor will block 3 of that. So you will take 3 might damage.
That's okay. It's not as bad as I thought. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Could have been worse. Rados, he has a headset laser. He makes 2 attacks per turn. And
Oh.
he is going to... I'm going to roll a 5-sided die. And 1 is Gibson, 2 is Hallen, 3 is Laps, 4 is Mar, 5 is Roland. And 2 is Hallen. So the first shot comes in at Hallen, and the second shot is... Whoops, that should be a d6. Is going to come in at Roland. So Hallen and Roland, I need a speed defense roll. This is level 5. If you had that... I forget who had the shield. That would make it 1 level easier. Oh, okay. So you both succeed. Or sorry, the...
I did not.
You did not succeed. That's 6 damage. Minus if you have any armor. Roland, you do succeed, and you get a major effect. And I'll give you some choices for major effect. that could be that that all of you can get a bonus to your speed defense, or all of you can get a bonus to your next attack. What do you want to choose for that?
Yeah, I'll do a bonus to our next attack.
Perfect. And how does this come into play with your defense? Maybe the laser reflects off of something and like shines back at Roland. I'll let you decide something cool here.
Yeah, maybe it blinds him. It makes it a little easier to hit him, and it makes it more difficult for him to defend.
Nice, I like it.
Sorry, on the damage, does that come from might, or do I?
Yes, from
pick?
might. And once might is gone, it starts coming out of speed.
Okay.
And then let's go to Laux. You're up next.
All right. Let's try to laser that guy.
Okay. So that's a level 5 task. So that's a 15 or higher.
Okay.
No.
No.
How about your dino?
We're gonna do the thing where we soar above everybody and get an aerial perspective for tactical purposes.
Perfect. That
So-
is a level 3. Oh no. So what does Posh do instead?
Maybe there's some mist formed in the room when that time anomaly collapsed, and he flies up there, but it's hard for him to see down at what's happening on the ground level.
I like it. Let's go to next is Mar.
I'm going to try to get up close to I forgot his name.
Rados.
Yeah, Rados, and shiv him.
Okay.
Oh.
So that'll be eased by 2. 1 because of the major effect from Roland, and then 2 because it's a light weapon. So that's a 9 or higher that you need to roll.
Okay.
Got it. And he does block a little bit of that with his armor. Excellent. And what does your dinosaur do? Houdini.
He will also try to attack the same person.
Okay, that's an intellect roll.
Oh no.
No. So what does Houdini do instead?
Houdini's gonna try and run away again. He's like, holy shit, I'm not doing that.
He makes it to the door and kind of looks back like, do I want to stay here with my friend? But, I can still smell kibble, and is undecided. Excellent. Howland, your turn.
Is the dinosaur cybernetically enhanced?
It is. It is.
Then I want to use my crossed wires ability on it to render it unable to function for a round.
I love it.
It doesn't explain to me if I need to roll or it needs to roll. I'm not sure how it works.
So it says you can spend additional intellect point to attempt to affect 2 cybernetic creatures or biorobotic creatures, but this will require a separate roll. So in order to do this, you have to beat the defense of this thing, which is level 5. And so
okay.
you would spend 1 intellect point. You have an edge of 1, you get it back. So if you get you can turn off its armor essentially if you can do this. So it's a level 5 intellect task. You can spend effort on this if you like.
I will spend effort, and can I apply any technology skills?
Yes.
Or
Yep. So that will reduce it down to a 4. Spend effort is a 3, so 9 or higher.
And then tell me if I'm pushing it, but does the dino senses help me at all?
You know what? I'm going to say yes, because you sense that is the weakness. If you can get the electrified armor to shut down.
All right. Oof. Is that? I forget what I lowered it to, but that's
So-
probably not it.
No, so you needed a 6. Do you have an XP?
Ah, I don't.
Or does someone want to?
Somebody want to donate one?
I can donate an XP.
All right, so go ahead and
All right.
re-roll that.
Let's try that
You just need
again.
a 6 or higher.
That's worse.
Oh, no. Great idea, just did not
Oh, well.
quite work. What about your dog?
Oh.
What's Blink doing?
So Blink is still looking extra weird and mutated from the manifestation. So I just want her to fly up in Rados' face and flap around and hopefully make him have trouble
That'll
aiming.
affect his shot. Give me an
Yeah.
intellect roll to get Blink to listen and obey. Nice. And then that's going to be a speed. Well, actually, you're not even trying to do damage. So, person controlling Blink. How does Blink go and affect Rados' next shot?
Link goes and tries to trip Rados,
Ooh, nice.
running underneath his feet.
So Rados' next attack will be hindered, or made difficult by one step. Gibson, you're up.
Just attack the dinosaur in front of me with a chainsaw.
Perfect.
So I'll just go to roll.
When in doubt, use the saw.
Yeah. Nice.
That is no. We got a bonus against Rados, but not against the dinosaur.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you want to re-roll that? You just needed to beat a 50.
yeah, might as well.
You've got some XP, so you can.
Yeah,
re-roll
I'll do that,
XP.
and then I'll also spend some might to
Perfect.
make it easier. I'll spend it, I guess,
So
to
now you just need to beat a 12.
yeah. So spend it like 2, I guess.
Yep.
Do that. And I'll roll.
Got it.
Yep. I mean, you just spin. But anyway,
So he does have armor, but you managed to hack through a little bit of that armor, and you see a fresh line of blood through some of those armored plates. What about Toby? What's Toby doing?
Toby's gonna charge at the scientists, like all the other dinosaurs. But hey,
Wait, give me that intellect roll.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and a major effect. So the scientist is already hindered by one. How about you have such good control of Toby, he will be very precise in the command you give him. So is he attacking? Is he knocking down? What is he doing?
yeah, he's gonna lay his whole weight over the scientists, just like I don't know what you call that.
Give me
It's
a
like weigh him down.
Give me a might roll for Toby, and this will be eased by 1, so a 12 or higher. Ooh, yeah. That was on a 1 and then rolled to a 13. All right, the scientist is prone, which that is going to give everyone, that's an extra, ease it by 1 more level. So right now, he's basically like a level 3 for anyone attacking him. So this
Nice.
bodes well. All right, let's go back up to Roland.
Right, I'm going to try another shot at the dinosaur.
Okay. That is a
Well,
hit. You can
not
do
bad.
3 additional damage, or you can do a minor effect.
Could the minor effect be I find a weak spot where there's no armor?
Yes.
Or I'll do that then.
Okay. Which, in effect, does 3 additional damage. So.
Yeah, wow.
You never would have known.
6 of 1.
Right. How about Rufus? What does Rufus do?
He'll. I think he's going to go try and maybe help with this dinosaur and try and get at his soft spots underneath his armored back.
Okay. Give him that command. Yes, he does listen. So if you want to give Rufus a speed roll. Oh, do you want 4 additional points of damage or a major effect? Like he gets this thing to probably fall on its side and expose its underbelly.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like it could help everyone.
So I'm going to put him prone as well. Nice. It's his turn. It's going to take his full action to get up, so he essentially lost a turn. Rados, he is on his back. It's going to take him an action to try to get up as well, and so he will in effect lose a turn. He's just surrounded by little dinos. Laux, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try to blast that guy route.
Okay. That is a hit. And you do
Whew.
6 damage.
Yep.
Nice.
And then my dino, my beloved boy who refuses to listen, I'm gonna ask him very, very politely to please,
Come on, Posh.
please do what he's told.
And he listens. So, person controlling Posh, what does Posh do? Does he get up and try to give the advantage to everyone?
Yes, he will call out helpful advice.
Nice. So that will make attacks against the... Would you want it to be a defensive bonus or offensive bonus?
How's everybody looking health-wise? Like, are we...
I think's doing all right so far. No one's... Hallen's probably worst for... Well, Gibson's actually down quite a bit as well.
Let's do a defense.
Perfect. So that will ease the defensive tasks for when they attack. Perfect. Let's go to Mar. Your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go at
Rados?
Rados with my shave.
Okay. So that's going to be a level 4, but then with that bonus has expired, so it'll be a level 4, so 12 or higher.
Okay. I'm gonna spend some points.
Okay. So that will be a 9 or higher. Got it. You stick him in the leg and he grunts in pain. How about your dino? What do you want, who do you need to do?
Well, I'm gonna try to call him back into the room after he ran away.
Okay, that's an intellect roll. No. So, person controlling Houdini, what does Houdini do?
Houdini's gonna try and get back to the room with the food and be like shouting down, like, latest guys.
He runs past the scientists out into the hallway. Hallen, your turn.
Seeing Rados get shot and shivved and surrounded by dinos, Alan is a little concerned that we might not get the information he had hoped before we kill him. So I'm gonna actually
if you knock him to 0, you could say that was non-lethal finishing damage.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna use my Cypher Memento Thief.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and deal, or I guess read the memory of whenever he had his breakthrough with the anomalies to understand the tech.
Yeah, so you'll still need to make a roll. He doesn't have to be willing. Yeah. So that's going to be an intellect roll. That'll be at level 4.
Okay, and does my skill with technology help?
It does.
So 3, and then I'll spend the 2 points.
Nice.
Get it down to 2.
Level 2, so 6 or higher.
Hey.
Got it. So you find the information, and you see this memory of him having this breakthrough, and it's almost like you're witnessing him have this breakthrough, so that now even if the worst were to happen to him, that information is now in your head, and you could extract that and provide this. But it had to do with these time anchors that he was able to create that would hold a time anomaly in place. And he felt that if he could get enough of them, and a large enough one, he could perhaps control it to the point where he could direct traffic to a specific time and location to try and get back home. And so you have that information now, so that even if he dies or you have to make a break for it, that information will not die with him, that you've got it now. How
Very
about
cool.
your dinosaur?
Blink can keep trying to trip him up or
Blink's doing well. So
mess with his aim.
Yep, so if you want to make a speed roll for Blink, he's just doing the same activity. I won't make you command him to do the same thing. Got it. Yeah, and so Blink messes with his aim again, so he's struggling here. Gibson, you're up.
The typical chainsaw, I guess.
Nice.
Chainsaw the big dinosaur. Let's see.
Oh, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a +1 damage. So 7 damage
Nice.
to the dino minus his armor. Perfect. He is just about at half. And how about Toby?
Toby's gonna go after the scientist. I'm gonna command him to go keep proning him. Oh yeah, that worked.
Okay. Excellent. Nope. He,
So I go speed.
Yeah, so he's doing the same thing. He doesn't need to make that roll to control him. Just do the
Okay. Oh, just do the attack.
yeah,
Okay.
just the attack roll.
Oh, alright. Yeah, that's it.
Yep, that is unfortunately not a success there. We go to round 3. First up is Roland.
Okay, I ready another shot.
That is not going to be a hit. What about your dinosaur?
He will try another attack. Nope.
And
Oh.
that is also unsuccessful. Well, how about the Acroplosyrix? It is going to attack, and it's going to go after Gibson. So Gibson, this is a speed defense roll. This is going to be, it would normally be a 5, but because of the Overwatch from Posh, it's going to be a 4. So that's a 12 or higher speed defense to not get clubbed.
I'll spend I'll spend 2 points on the
So now it's a 9 or higher. Ooh, and a 6.
Nope.
You're going to get clubbed. That is 6 points of might damage. Minus your armor, which is 3, so 3 damage.
Yep.
And then Rados is going to... He's going to fire. He's going to shoot at... one shot at Mar and one shot at Blink. And so, Mar, I need you to make a speed defense roll. You get a bonus on this, so you just need to beat a 12. And same thing with Blink's owner. You need to beat a 12.
I also had my Cypher that gave me an asset.
Perfect. So then you just need to beat a 9. Oh, Blink takes the hit. Ooh, and Mar avoids it, but poor Blink takes. Blink's down to 2 hit points. Vicious hit on Blink. Laux, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot Rados once again.
Okay. So with all the distractions over there, that's a level 4. So no.
I would like to use my XP.
You got it. Can you beat a 12 here? Yes, and that's +1 damage, so that's 7 damage to Rados.
Alright, and then my dinosaur companion's just gonna keep on flying. Keep on circling.
Perfect. So you don't need to make a roll. He will just continue to do that. Or she. Posh is probably female. Mar, you're up.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack Rados again.
Okay. That is a hit, because he is essentially surrounded. And you've got a light weapon, so you just needed to beat a 12. So he's right at about half. So you've got both of these guys pretty much at half. What about Houdini?
I'll I'll try to call him into the room again.
He's going after the kibble. Give me that intellect roll. Yeah,
There we go.
he will answer. So it's going to take Houdini some time, but he's going to make it back to this room. He's munching on something. He must have found something edible in there. Let's go to Hallen. Your turn. And you do have that Dino Tranquilizer as well.
Oh.
What have you got for us, Helen? Did we lose yet? Are you there?
I'm sorry,
Oh,
I was
there we
talking
are.
on mute.
I'm sure it was wonderful. Fantastic strategy and tactics.
I said, yeah, I'm gonna try the crossed wires on the Dino again.
Awesome.
This time I'm gonna roll better. So I'm burning the intellect points.
Okay.
I'm applying my Dino Sense skills, and I'm using my technology skills.
So you need to just get a 6 or higher.
Okay.
There we
thank
go.
Goodness.
Okay, let me turn his armor off. Nice. Excellent. How about your Dino?
I think Blink is pissed about getting shot, and I'll just have them attack Rados.
Nice. It's a speed roll. Need to beat a 12. It's level 4.
Nope. She's hurting.
Gibson. The armor is off of this thing.
Yep, and they're gonna just attack again. Just roll for attack.
Oh, that's a hit. Nice. 6 damage. Feels the full brunt of that. How about Toby? Is Toby still just gonna lay on that guy? Gonna try and club him?
Yeah, try and club him. This time, just gonna hit.
Perfect. Give me a speed roll for Toby. That is
no.
not a success. Let's go back to Roland.
Alright, I'll spend 3 speed points to ease my task.
Okay. No, not quite enough to do it. Do you have an XP?
No. My dinosaur does not
Listen.
attack.
So, person controlling Rufus, what does Rufus do instead?
Maybe he gets distracted by one of the other dinosaurs. Maybe like tries to play with it or something.
I think he hears a sound from up here. It's Houdini coming back into the room, and he doesn't know if that's friend or foe, so he's going up to investigate that. He's a big dino. He's going after Gibson. So Gibson, this is a speed defense roll. You need to beat a level 4, so that's a 12. Oh, missed it by 1 point. That will be 6 points of damage. You'll block half of that, so you'll take 3 might points. And then Rados is going to do 1 attack on Mar and 1 attack on Toby. So this is a speed defense roll for Mar and Toby. Because you've been interfering with his shots, that makes it a little easier, so it's a 12 or higher. Oh, nice. Oh, shoot. So, Mar...
I do get the advantage.
Oh, that's right. So you just needed to beat a 9 or higher. Excellent. So both of you succeed on that. We get a minor effect from Toby. So Toby, you don't get a free attack, but the very next attack on Rados will be eased by 1. And we've got Laux. You've crossed the wires on the dino. What next?
Okay. Gibson, how are you doing on health? Are we hurting? Are we hurting bad?
He's down to 3 might and 6 speed.
Yeah, Gibson is really, but Gibson's not like, he's really excited. He's reminding him of his days in the gladiatorial arena.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's like having a great time.
Yeah, he'll feel this tomorrow, but not today.
I say I have the ability to heal you, or I can attack. So I'm just trying to, because I can touch you.
Yeah, it's alright. Just attack. Just attack. It's fine.
Just attack. All right.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
gonna-
Roar, yeah. Brr, brr, brr. And then like the chainsaw going on.
All right. I'm gonna go for him again. I'm just gonna keep on chipping away.
Nice. So this will be eased by 1 because of Toby, and so this is a 12 to hit him with your laser. Speed
Okay. I'm also going to use 3 points.
roll. Perfect. So now it's a 9. Oh, it was a
Didn't help.
14 and it rolled to 4. You don't have an XP by chance, do you?
I don't think so. No.
Let me double check. You do. You have 1 on your character sheet.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Let me use that then.
Perfect.
There she is.
That's it. Nice.
All right.
How about your dino? Keep doing what it's
Then-
doing. Seems to be
I
helping.
keep. Absolutely.
Let's go to Mar.
I'm just gonna keep shitting Rados.
Okay. That is a level 4, so 12. No, that is a miss. What about your dino? Houdini was on his way back. Do you want him to keep coming back?
Yeah.
So he'll make it back into the room at this point. So next round he'll be able to engage. Howlin, you're up.
Now that the dinosaur's armor is turned off, can I try to stick it with the syringe?
Yep, it will absolutely work now. You can get that needle through his thick skin. That's going to be a speed roll, and the syringe counts as like a light weapon, and so it eases the task by 1, so that's going to make it a level 4.
And I'll burn 3 speed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So it's 9 or higher. Nice. You trank that dino, and he staggers around for a minute, and then collapses to the ground.
Awesome.
How about your dino?
She can keep pecking.
Nice. Go ahead, and you don't need to make a roll to have her do the same thing, but do a speed roll to see if she can hit Rados. And yes, that is a hit. So 2 points of damage. Nice. And Gibson, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for attack again.
You
Attack.
can. You want to attack Rados?
Yeah, I'll attack Rados.
That is a miss. You want to...
That's a miss.
What do you have Toby do?
Same thing. Same
Or
thing.
you have 1 XP left if you want to use it.
Oh, might as well. Fine. Let's do that. So I'll roll again.
Oh, shoot.
Nope.
That is also a miss.
Alright.
If Toby wants to continue
Oh.
to attack, you can make an attack roll for Toby.
Make an attack roll for Toby.
No, that is a
Nope.
hit. So
Oh, that's a hit?
Yeah, so with dinos, their beaks or tails, that counts as a light weapon because they only do 2 points
Okay.
of damage. So he just needed a 12 or higher.
Okay. So roll for damage, or
No,
does this?
so it just does 2 damage.
Yeah.
And then his armor
Yeah.
comes
Oh,
into play.
awesome.
Roland, you're up
Awesome.
next. If you can hit him and get a 19 or a 20, you'll take him out.
Yeah, I will try that. Can I spend might points to ease this, or is it just
Speed points. Yeah.
Alright, well, then I don't have enough left, so I'll just take the shot.
Oh, you
There's
got
the
the
19.
19 right there. Okay, do you kill Rados? Or
Just try and immobilize him.
Perfect. You
Kneecap.
you kneecap him. He hits the ground, collapses, and begins to wail in agony and frustration. and he begins to tell you that you have ruined the chances, you've destroyed the chances he had to return to the future. He's in an absolute rage. Now, as members of SATI, if you can emerge from the complex and get away from the volcano before it erupts, which you had 10 rounds to do that, it's not happened yet, so you're within the time frame, and escape with Rados and at least one temporal anchor, you succeed in the job SATI set for you. So you've met all the requirements, you have everything that you need. At this point, you're able to leave the complex. Everyone has evacuated because the volcano is about to erupt. You manage to get out. You make it back into the jungle. Probably interrogate Rados a little bit. Eventually, you get back to your home base where he is handed off to your SATI handlers, and you provide them with the temporal anchors and the information that you obtained. Now, you will earn experience points. You get 2 experience points for collapsing the temporal wave, 2 additional points if you succeeded in your mission, which you did. So that's 4 experience points for everyone. So let's just kind of talk about how you level up in this game. So if you open your character sheet, if you see below or above your might, speed, and intellect, there's 4 boxes. One says +4 stat pools, +1 effort, +1 edge skill, and then there's a box that says other. You can spend 4 experience points to check one of those boxes. And let's say you check +4 stat pools. That will raise your maximum in might, speed, or intellect by that many. You can put 2 in might, 1 in speed, 1 in intellect. But that's how you can raise your pools so that your maximum increases. And then you can do +1 effort so that you could spend 2 levels of effort. Rather than, I burn 3 points to lower it by 1 skill, I could do 2 levels. The first level always costs 3. Any level after that costs 2. So you could burn 5 points and reduce a task by 2 levels. The next one is +1 edge. You just gain an extra edge in one that you already have an edge, or an edge of 0 would go to 1. The last one would be a skill. You just learn a new skill. And again, there's no list of skills in Cypher System, so just something you think, my guy is probably pretty good at stealth, so let's just take stealth. Once you've checked 4 of those boxes, you level up. You go from Tier 1 to Tier 2, which then you get access to new abilities, and your healing die goes from a 1d6 +1 to 1d6 +2. And then you uncheck all those boxes once you've checked all 4, and then you just continue to level up. And in Cypher System, the game goes from Tier 1 to Tier 6. Once you hit Tier 6 and you've maxed out 4 of those improvement boxes, that's as good as your character will get. But that's how you level up in the Cypher System. So you will get an XP reward at the end of a scenario, plus any XP that you may have gathered from intrusions and kept with you, you can spend that to improve your character. But since this was a one-shot, it's typically best just to use them to help you to succeed. Any questions about the Cypher System from anyone? I think everyone had a pretty good grasp of it. I think everyone was spending effort, was using ciphers, using skills, using assets. I think everybody got it. Is there anything that wasn't clear to anyone? One last thing that I will add. There is one more way you can use effort. So it didn't really come into play here because I more wanted you just to get used to being able to use it to improve your rolls. But you can also spend effort to increase your damage. So you can spend like 3 points from a pool to increase your damage by 3. But if you do that, since right now everyone's effort level is 1, it's an either or. You can either make the task easier or do additional damage. But once you start to level up, when you get effort 2, you could make it easier by 1 step and do additional damage, and so on and so forth. But to learn, I usually tell to simplify it. I just let people, hey, this is, you just get used to using effort to make things easier for you. But you can also use it to increase damage. Otherwise, you guys are ready to play Old Gods of Appalachia, The Strange, Numenera, any of the Cypher System games. They're going to be exactly like this. It's all based around using ciphers, these single-use magic items, managing your pools, your might, speed, and intellect, and just using assets and skills and effort to make your tasks easier. Now, there is going to be a new Cypher System handbook coming out soon. It's going to kickstart here probably within the next few months, and they're going to make a few very slight changes. The biggest change that they're going to do that'll be noticeable is they will add probably an extra track that will be like your health. So that way you're not, always spending your hit points to succeed at things, but you'll also have a separate pool of health points. Other than that, it's going to be essentially the same game. So I want to thank you guys for playing. I had a blast. You did well. You succeeded. And what's fun with Predation is the companions, and you all really got into the spirit of that. I want to thank you for that, and thank you for coming to play. You will get a survey from Start Playing. If you felt like I did a 5-star job, I would love a 5-star review. That helps people to find me. If I didn't, please let me know how I can improve. I'm always looking to do a little better. You're all on the Discord server that we've got for our gaming community. You're all welcome to stick around. I run a ton of games. I do free ones every now and then, and I've got some paid games as well, but you're more than welcome to hop on if anything sounds interesting or fun or you'd like to play. Just let me know. I've got a couple of Cypher System games that I run from time to time. I do have an Old Gods of Appalachia adventure that I've run a couple times, and I've run it at conventions, and it's a lot of fun. And then a few World War II scenarios. I actually wrote one, had it published in a Cypher System magazine, and that's the one I typically use to teach people. And there's also a fantasy one from the Cypher System starter set and things like that. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I had an absolute blast. It's been my pleasure. Hopefully we'll get to play again sometime.